fans, join our Lady Mustang softball team Tuesday, September 17th at home as they host the Inola Lady Longhorns at 5 p.m. Or make it a full afternoon and support our Lady Mustang volleyball team as they host the Wagoner Lady Bulldogs at 4 p.m. Thursday, September 19th, our Lady Mustangs volleyball team will host Metro Christian Academy at 4 p.m. Join us as we induct 5 accomplished Mustang alumni into our Athletic Hall of Fame. You can buy your tickets now by contacting the athletic office.
The Oologah Mustang Network is on the air. And this is Mustang Football. And now, here's your host, Brent Kellogg, Kevin Hogue, and Blake Salt.
Shaped his humor and how he saw the world. Will Rogers was America's most beloved entertainer, humorist, and social commentator of the early 20th century, and his legacy lives on today on Broadway, film, books, and print media. The Oklahoma Cowboys' charm, relatable humor, and down-to-earth personality made him a national sensation. In the early 1910s, Will would find himself in the infancy of the big screen, becoming one of the first true Hollywood stars. Today, Will Rogers is remembered for his humility, humor, and keen social insight. His name lives on in numerous landmarks, including the Will Rogers Memorial Museum in Claremore and the birthplace of Will Rogers in Oologah. Both communities lay claim to Mr. Rogers. While outside rural Rogers County, that fact catches little attention. But to our neighbors, it's just as important as a high school rivalry football game. Will Rogers once said, "I never met a man I didn't like." But tonight, Claremore and Oologah will put that philosophy to the test. The rivalry between these two towns goes back decades. Nothing like Friday night football to bring that competitive spirit to life. This is what Friday nights are all about. Let's play some football.
Hello, everybody. I'm Brent Kellogg, joined by the color analyst and high school principal, Kevin Hogue. Kevin, it's been a big day already. You guys had a huge pep assembly.
Yeah, we do something cool. One of the big benefits about being all on one campus here is we do an all-school pep assembly. So you're talking kindergarten through 12th grade over in the high school gym, just having a good time with the band, with the cheerleaders, the choir performing the national anthem. Of course, we started the day with morning pep, just like we always do on Fridays. It's been a big day already. Hopefully we can harness some of that great positive energy and get behind our football team.
Man, this is an exciting – I've been excited all day long. And I know we came off of a tough week last week, but there's just something about a new Friday night, a new week. Claremore is a 5A. They've actually been a 6A2 school before, but that's always been the case. Like, in my lifetime, they've always been bigger than us, but this has always just been a game. Looking at some old scores today, there's been a lot of close games. We'll talk about some of that in just a second. On the sideline, the guy that brings his experience as a former Mustang player to the broadcast, Mr. Blake Salt. Blake, a big 5A, takes on one of the smallest 4As, and that will be an impact when it comes to fatigue in the fourth quarter. But this is a rivalry, and this has played out that way over the years.
Yeah, I think Blake's talking to Athletic Director Drew Dixon. But this is my 8th year. I think this is our 4th year we've played them. I know we played them up to about 2010. It's been competitive. Obviously, they're bigger than we are by a lot. You know, we talk about all the things. They have 12 coaches. They have double the amount of coaches. They probably have double the amount of players. But it's been a really competitive rivalry. We've won it. We came back in screaming fashion, kind of in the reiteration of this, over at Claremore. We were on top of the booth that night. You had Joseph Griswold and A.J. Streeter going crazy in the fourth quarter, and we had an onside kick and all the things, and you could see how momentum, you could just tell when we got that onside kick how momentum was on our side. We're going to need to harness some of that momentum tonight.
Blake, typically it's a close game. Since 2010, Oologah, we won the 2010 game, 16-0. We won in 2021. That's the one you just referenced where A.J. Streeter played like a man on fire that night. I think there was 5 years in that decade, and since 2010 that we didn't play. Like, this game went away for a while. But 4 of those 8 games in that time period, it was a one-score game.
Yeah, it's like Mr. Oak said, it's always super competitive. When you bring rivals into town, it gets super competitive. You know, people always say, they ask how zebras got their stripes because Mustang whipped them on them. It's going to be a dogfight tonight, and we're going to have to definitely bring that to the party.
That's awesome. When we come back, we're going to go through our starting lineups, talk about our keys to success, because the Mustangs are going to have to do some things tonight. When you look at the rosters and you look at the sidelines, Coach Noble today said it's a 2-1. I mean, they are big. They've got some size. We've watched them warm up. We're going to talk about that. Our weekly conversation with head coach Sam Noble is coming up. This is the Advanced Homes Tailgate Show.
Hey, Mustang family, I'm here with Coach Noble. Obviously, week 3 here. Let's spend a little bit of time talking about last week. Obviously, didn't go the way we wanted. Kind of right out of the gate. Obviously, they're a good team. Collinsville's historically been really good. Powerhouse in 5A. They won state recently. They make deep runs in the playoffs. I don't know. It just seems like it just kind of went south, and it was hard to get back on track. I know they did a really good job looking at the stats. They have 2 guys, really. They're probably not as deep as they have been, and they did a great job. I think almost 70% of their offense went through number 1 and number 3.
Yeah. You know, it's, like you said, opening kickoff just didn't go our way. But biggest thing we talked about that we had some kids giving effort on that saved the touchdown off of that. You know, if something could have happened with that. The biggest thing from Friday was the effort overall. Like, I felt like the effort was there. Just sometimes we weren't doing the correct assignments or little things like that. You know, we weren't staying on our blocks long enough, weren't wrapping up on the tackle, we weren't making sure we're in the right coverage, stuff like that. But the overall effort, I think, was there. The kids played hard to the end, and but it's just one of those games where Coach Jones does a great job over at Collinsville. Like I said, they've historically been really good. They're senior heavy deep this year. I mean, a lot of their dudes are seniors, so
yeah.
You know, we were facing a really experienced and really seasoned team, and it showed. But, you know, there's a lot of good and some bad to take from that game, so we're going to move forward from it and got another tough opponent this week.
There was some good. I thought we corrected a lot of penalties.
Mm-hmm.
They were more heavily penalized than we were. I think you guys focused on that. I know talking to my own kiddo, there were some issues in practice, and we were jumping off sides, and so that was an emphasis,
yes.
And it showed. So it wasn't all negative.
Yes.
Maybe didn't show on the scoreboard, but sometimes, you know, you can play a closer game.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can win and go, hey, they kind of like OU. But Coach Venable said, hey, they really deserve to win. We won.
Yes.
Talking about us, I know we've had some problems offensively with the passing game. How's that went this week?
It's actually went really well. We're finding ways this week to get the ball out on the edge, get some of our skill guys a little bit more. Trying to make sure that we don't get, you know, just 8-9 man boxes. You know, we're trying to get the ball on the edge for our athletes, make defenses honor all that so that we can run the ball. We've been pretty balanced. You know, the passing game hasn't always been successful. I think last week we were 30 for 28. You know, passing compared to rushing. So we're right where we want to be. We just have to be cleaner in our execution of that stuff. So.
Okay. And I know, like, I hear sometimes people say you got to pass to run or you got to run to pass.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe in either one of those, or is it just kind of what the defense gives you, or is it?
It's essentially what the defense is giving you, because if we can read it, you know, I'm giving our quarterbacks a little freedom of, if we see it, checking what we're doing, what we know we're supposed to do,
sure.
And get the ball out on the edge. So especially if we see an outside backer creeping up, get the ball out there to number 2, let him run in space a little bit. So, you know, it's if you got to be good at both of them. You can't be just you know solidified in one of them, because then teams are just picking up on what you're doing.
Sure.
You have to make them honor the run, make them honor the pass. That way it keeps them guessing 24/7.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about this week. It doesn't get any easier. At least it's a home game.
Yep.
That's nice. First home game here in Mustang Stadium. But Claremore's coming to town. Obviously, they made a really deep run last year. They made the semifinals, had a bunch of seniors. You know, we talked about it on the stream. You know, it's not an excuse, but they're like 3 times our size. So their roster's a little deeper than ours. What kind of problems do they present for the Mustangs tonight?
The biggest thing, you know, is a quarterback that can run. You know, we got to make sure we contain him. Obviously, there's a little bit of, you know, emotions there with, you know, their quarterback, Brad Hoisington, who was here last year. So we have to make sure we play a clean game, not doing anything stupid to let our emotions get high. Offensively, we have to make sure they give us a lot of stuff on the outside. So we have to make sure we get the ball out to our guys in space. And like I said, that's a big, huge point of emphasis this week, to make sure, you know, we got a couple different things, a couple different packages we're presenting them to, so they're going to see things that they haven't seen the last couple weeks. So that'll help us, you know, defensively, as long as we can, keep quarterback contained, make sure we're in our right assignments and our right lanes, we'll be fine. Special teams, we have to be cleaner, especially on our kickoff coverage. We have to make sure we're squeezing, get in our lanes.
Yeah.
Punt game, we have to make sure our snaps are a lot better. We had first two were good, and after that, we just kind of struggled a little bit. There's been a point of emphasis yesterday where we went, 10 plays in a row, and we went straight to punt. So our deep snapper, who's one of our receivers, he's a little tired. He gets in there, he's just got to focus on it. So I think it was a big emphasis that we're trying this week. The biggest thing is we have to control what the Mustangs can control, which is our play, our effort, our execution on everything. They outnumber us 2-1 in players. Essentially, looking on their sidelines of the film looks like a college team out there. They're just lined up all in down there. But it's I think we match up better with them this week. Stature, something size. But as long as we, like I said, take care of what the Mustangs can take care of, then we'll be just fine.
All right, Coach, I'm excited about the opportunity and wish you luck.
Thanks, sir.
We'll be right back with more Mustang Tailgate Show right after this.
Dreaming of building your perfect home? At Advanced Homes, we're here to make that dream a reality. Whether you're looking for traditional building or want more control with Cost Plus Building, Brian and his team have you covered. Cost Plus Building puts you in control, so you can better manage the cost of your new home.
Advanced Homes specializes in building on private property and is always available to answer your questions. Founded on a family tradition of excellence in construction, real estate, and land development, Advanced Homes is committed to quality workmanship, value, and Christian values.
At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style, working to design a home that fits you and your family. With over 25 years of experience, Brian has an exceptional ability to take your ideas and turn them into blueprints that bring your dream home to life.
Call Advanced Homes today at 908-855-6597 or visit us on Facebook and at advancedhbi.com.
We don't just build houses. We help you build the home you've always dreamed of.
Welcome back to Mustang Field. Guys, it's good to be home. It's the season opener as Claremore Zebras have come to town to take on the Oologah Mustangs. Time to take a look at our starting lineup for the Mustangs. Let's start with offense, and there's been a little bit of shuffle. Bryce Byers is still out tonight. Coach expects to have him back next week when we play Miami in a district game. But on the offensive line, left tackle number 67, senior Cooper Robinson, left guard number 51, junior Aiden Gifford. At center, sophomore Lane Oliver, right guard number 50, senior Warren Pierce, and right tackle number 65, junior Terry Dartrey. Kevin, it's really important those guys be in sync tonight and figure this out.
Yeah, we got to all be on the same page, got to be firing. Those guys need to be better than we were last week, to be quite honest with you. We got to give our guys a chance. We have some playmakers. I was talking to JT. There was just a lot of guys in our face. You talk to any of our quarterbacks that played last week, we were having to almost essentially snap the ball, catch the ball, and make players miss, evade defensive players, and we can't have that tonight.
Yeah, Coach admitted this week they're shuffling things, really using this game tonight. It's really important to get your kinks worked out, get your chemistry figured out, because district play starts next weekend. He said tonight you'll see us do some things. We're just experimenting. We're just really trying to figure out where the best chemistry is at, and some of that will be on the offense and defensive line. At wide receiver, number 5, senior Jackson Lustig had 1 catch for 48 yards last week. Sophomore Aiden Gaines was 3 for 35 last week. Number 44, senior Wade Peters. And then senior Braxton Davis scored the lone touchdown last week on the road at Collinsville. In the backfield, running back number 22, senior Jaden Tanner, had 12 carries for 44 yards. It was kind of slow sledding last week. And then a new kind of shuffled a little bit. Quarterback number 10, sophomore Grady Vogel, was 6 of 19 last week, 92 yards and a touchdown. Let's move to the defensive side of the ball. At defensive end, number 44, senior Wade Peters. At the nose, number 50, senior Warren Pierce, and the defensive end, number 67, Cooper Robinson. And Blake, we were talking a little bit before the game. Cooper really has developed. Excited to watch him play. He even size-wise, he's kind of grown into the role that he's in tonight.
Yeah, he has, and that's just a testament to our, summer pride and the summer workouts. He's really put in some time and some effort, and he's a big leader on that defensive line.
We'll talk about this in the keys to the game, but those guys really need to play a contained game tonight because we're facing a scramble quarterback. They don't want him to get outside, and so they really have to push hard to control that line of scrimmage, if you will. That will be important when you get to the fourth quarter. What kind of gas do you have in the gas tank? Blake just referenced the work over the summer. These guys have got to be ready to go.
Yeah, it should be a little bit better. It's a little cooler. We're in the shade on our side, but just like last year, they didn't have linemen playing both ways. Obviously, all of our linemen are going to play both ways, and we're undersized. So, like you mentioned, contain. It's going to be important. I think it's going to be important for the offense to kind of sustain some drives and wear down them a little bit. It's always more difficult to be on the chasing end of the play.
These guys got a big night ahead of them. The linebacker core, number 7, senior Garrett Salt. Number 22, Jaden Tanner, also plays as the running back. Landon Roach, and then Caden Fisher. Those guys are really got a task tonight to kind of contain a scramble quarterback, and I think a lot of pressure going to fall on those 4 guys. I think they're also ready. Coach said that they had the best week of practice they've had so far since even practice began back in August. At the corners, junior Maddox DeVilba, Sam Hogue playing safety, sophomore Aiden Gaines, he's new to that crew this week, and then also in the other corner, senior Jack Lustig. Kevin Adler is the defensive coordinator, does a lot of work, and Coach Noble will talk about how he just does a great job of breaking down film. And Vanita saw this. It's almost like our defensive scheming. We knew what they were going to do, and a lot of that goes to Coach Adler's work and just having these guys prepared. They're week 3 and kind of into a new defensive scheme, but these guys got a ton of pressure on them tonight.
They do. It should be there's 3 phases of the ball: offense, defense, special teams. Defense has led us for several years. It's the strongest unit again, I would say. But we can't be putting them in position like we did last week. Letting them return a kick down to the 3, repeatedly giving them the ball on our side of the field. That's not going to be a recipe for success, even for a defense that's really top notch.
Yeah, we appreciate you joining us tonight. It's Advanced Home Tailgate Show, about 3.5 minutes away from the national anthem. When we come back, we'll have the keys to the game, my favorite segment, Who You Got, the coin toss, and more. This is the Advanced Home Tailgate Show.
I will tell you the care I've received here at Advanced Orthopedics is wonderful, phenomenal. My knee had just deteriorated where it was bone on bone. Same thing for my hips. Going about my day-to-day activities, whether it was at work or with family, that was constantly on my mind. It affected my ability to sleep, ability to walk. I'm very happy with the staff here at Advanced Orthopedics. I'm so happy with the results that I've received.
American Bus Sales is celebrating 20 years of service, and we couldn't have done it without you. Founded in 2004, just outside of Tulsa, Oklahoma, we've grown into one of the most trusted names in the bus sales and rental industry across North America. Whether you need school buses, new and pre-owned shuttles, vans, handicap-accessible vans, or top-of-the-line coach buses, we've got you covered. We offer a wide range of buses and shuttles available for both short-term and long-term leases. Are you planning a one-time trip? Do you need a long-term contract? We have your transportation solution right here. We also specialize in selling renovated and customized buses and shuttles, and we buy quality used buses from across the country.
Welcome back to Mustang Stadium. Brent Kellogg along with Kevin Hogue and Blake Salt. Guys, the stands are filling in. It's our season opener tonight as Claremore comes to town. It's not a district game. Every game matters, but we're going to talk a lot about that throughout the night in terms of coaching and scheming and injuries and protecting guys. But, man, as long as I've been around, and I've been around here since the late 80s, the Claremore Oologah games on the years they've played it has always been just that game. A lot of close games.
Yeah, a lot of close games. Obviously, our kids know their kids, especially with competitive now. You play in a lot of teams with them. We play them in every sport from baseball to basketball to everything. It's a big game. Looking forward to tonight. It's a big opportunity for the Mustangs.
Blake, you played in a couple of these, because I know you were in that season when we didn't play Claremore, but as a former Mustang player, you've been in this environment.
We played one time. It was the first year we restarted back up that rivalry in 2020 in that COVID year, and you're right, it does get chippy. It's a lot like playing Collinsville. You got 2 big rivalry weeks in a row. We're coming off a loss, but you got to think that kind of just fueled the fire for this week.
Yep. Coming up in just a moment, we'll have our national anthem performed by the Stallion Battalion Marching Band. We're glad you're here. Take just a second to hit that share button as the Mustangs will be kicking off here in just a little bit. I want to say thanks to some of our great sponsors like American Bus, providing all your transportation needs from 9 to 90. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma, they're trusted for their experience and chosen for their care. We are getting ready for the national anthem here in just a moment. We're currently going to go to the field. We're in a moment of silence, and the next thing you'll hear will be the Stallion Battalion Marching Band.
And now our national anthem performed by Oologah High School Stallion Battalion under the direction of John Matthews and Dave Smith. Our flag is located in the north end zone.
Battalion and that beautiful national anthem. Kevin, they're actually in full gear. It's cool enough. Boy, it's hard to be in a marching band uniform when it's 110 degrees outside, but they look sharp down on the field.
Yeah, we were talking about that pregame. They really, really look good. They've been putting in a lot of work. They were out here right after school practicing. They've been practicing at night, and they're really getting into their start of their season of marching band season.
One of my favorite segments. Let's talk tonight about what the Mustangs need to do and who you got. Blake, I'm going to start with you. Who needs to have a big night tonight for the Mustangs to find success?
I think that entire linebacker core, but I'm going to focus specifically on Caden Fisher at outside linebacker. He's going to have to do a great job of containing not only the running back rush, but also the quarterback rush in Hoisington.
All right, Kevin, who you got?
I'm going to go a little different. I'm going to go with number 44, Wade Peters. One of the funnest kids in the hall to talk to, but it's time for him to step up. He's always been a complimentary player. We call his name every week, doing things, having good hands. He's a big-time player now on that defensive line. He had a sack last week. Talked to him this morning. He told me he's getting another one at least this week. We're going to need him to be really disciplined, but also getting pressure on the quarterback tonight.
I think there's a theme tonight among us broadcasters that there's a theme on defense, and the defense really has kind of become the anchor of this Mustang football team, if you will. I'm going to go with Jaden Tanner, and I know he's our running back, but I really think in terms of his play as a linebacker is really, really important. Yes, he needs to run the ball well tonight. He's probably going to have to make a defender miss. But it's just a big night as a linebacker. They really want to contain the Claremore running back. More importantly, the Claremore quarterback. He's a name you're going to recognize. We're going to call his name a lot tonight. Last week, I think he had over 250 yards rushing. And I think JT is going to be really, really important, along with the rest of that linebacker core, just keeping their eye on him and keeping him contained.
Yeah, you mentioned the defense. I think our team gets our confidence from our defense. They usually go out and they get a stand. They get a quick 3 and out. We were unable to do that last week, especially with that kickoff return. So if we can come out, whether we're on defense or offense, and give our defense some confidence. It's kind of like last night with softball. We got on the field early. We got up 3-0 that first inning, and you get a little jolt, and you get to relax, and it gives you just a little bit of confidence. If our defense can do that tonight, we can be competitive in the first quarter. I think we can do it.
Blake, let's talk about what the Mustangs need to do tonight to find success in our keys to the game segment.
I think first and foremost, they've got to limit the big run plays by Hoisington. You look at him last week, he had 3 touchdowns, and all 3 of the touchdowns are on big, long runs. We got to make him beat us with his arm first and foremost. And like Mr. Oak said, we got to keep it competitive early and stay in the game. The longer this goes, the better it could get for us.
Kevin, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm going to echo that. I think we got to keep it competitive early. Let's be in the game in that first quarter, and then we got to contain their quarterback. Keep him on rhythm. He's the kind of guy you would rather him be on rhythm, hit that third step, and throw the ball, than kind of that backyard play. We saw that last year. When he's able to just run around and draw it up in the dirt, he excels at that. So let's keep him contained. Let's keep him on point.
He was wearing a Mustang jersey last year, but because of transfer rules, now he's a Claremore Zebra. So the good part of that is our coaches know him, know his mentality. They don't want to let him outside. He's fast. He can beat you with his legs. So they'll kind of offer him, if you will, the middle of the field, kind of tempt him with that, and then hopefully the linebackers can kind of close that. But I love what you said. We've got to play that contained football. You don't want to see Sam and Aiden tackling the quarterback a lot. If he's getting to that level of your safeties and your corners, he's too many layers deep. They've got to do their best to contain him. Number 88 for Claremore. He's going to be coming at you tonight, so you've got to block him. You don't have Bryce Byers. It really is kind of your offensive line anchor, the guy you trust the most. Bryce is nursing an injury for another week. Coach Noble said, the line had a great week of practice. Now it's time to go execute what you worked on, your blocking schemes and so on and so forth. And I'll add this too. The Mustangs have got to find a passing game. That has got to happen. Switch at quarterback tonight if you haven't heard. Number 10, Grady Vogel is our starting quarterback tonight. Our line has got to give him some opportunity to feel comfortable. He's more of a passer than a runner. And Kevin, I think we have got to establish some passing game. And we want to be 50-50, right? But you've had so much pressure on your run game. You've got to find success in the passing game.
Yeah, Coach Noble and I talked about it in the coaches show, and I asked him, because you hear a lot of different teams say we got to run to set up the pass or pass to set up in the run. He said he wasn't a big believer in that. It's kind of what the defense gives you. But we have to find our passing efficiency has not been very good. We have 5 INTs on the season. We had 3 last week. We got to protect the ball and be timely with our passing game.
Blake, who are the captains for tonight for the Mustangs?
We've got Ben Hogue, number 21. 17 is Tyler Mathis. 4 is Braxton Davis. And 7 is Garrett Salt.
Not the same guys every week. They kind of rotate through that tonight. You can see the coin toss going on down on the field while the Mustangs are lined up in the Zebra. There is the coin toss, and we're just kind of waiting for the response of who it is. It'll determine how we start tonight's game as the Claremore Zebras make their way out of the visiting locker room onto the field.
Looks like we won the toss. I'm sure we deferred. Looks like we're going to defend the north end zone.
And there you can see the call from the white hat. So Claremore will receive the ball. Noble said it's the best week of practice they'd had so far. It's a big game tonight, but it's not a district game. There's a lot of movement in the starting lineup. And he talked a lot about finding the right mixture, the right chemistry. Also, guys, I think it's really important. We talked about this last week. Collinsville, big roster. Claremore, big roster. It's really important we protect our players. You want to take care of your guys because next week every game matters, but those district games start piling up.
Absolutely. This game matters. It definitely matters. I promise. You go down there and ask anybody that it matters. But at the end of the season, when we're adding up wins and losses for district and playoffs, it doesn't matter. So at the end of the day, you want to go shake hands with those guys. You want to play hard. You want to play smart. You want it to be a competitive game. You want all your guys to be able to walk unassisted to the locker room and be able to live to fight another day.
Between 2000 and 2010, the Mustangs, here they come. The Mustangs in a solid blue uniform with that Vegas gold helmet. Blake, there's the new edition of the choo-choo train.
All right, I think he's done now. He gets a little trigger happy.
Here's the problem with the train. How do you know if it's ours or one across the highway?
I promise you in my office you can't tell the difference because it sounds like it's coming in.
You want to stay in this game. Between 2000 and 2010, there's 11 games in that time stretch. The Mustangs won the majority of those ball games. In the following decade, I don't think they played 5 of those years. But out of all of those games in a 20-year stretch, they were close. I think 8 of them were determined by 1 score. If you're the Mustangs, you can't let what happened to you last week. You can't let this one slip away. You can't. Your defense has got to play solid. Your offense has got to move the ball. Claremore's big. They're prepared. They practice too. They're going to be ready. But tonight, you want to keep this one close to give yourself a chance in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. I think the closer it gets, the more just confidence you build. Hopefully the offense is churning out some first downs, defense is churning out some 3-and-outs, and then everyone starts to believe, from the team, the cheerleaders, to the band, to everyone in the stands, everyone starts to believe that we can get this done tonight.
I want to thank Raising Cane's, a popular chicken finger brand with a focus on community involvement, and Texoma Tractor, proud sponsor of Mustang Athletics. Thanks for joining us tonight. You've been watching the Advanced Home Tailgate Show. Appreciate Brian Vance and their support of Mustang Athletics. So the Mustangs are set to kick it away. Mr. Sam Hogue does the kicking duties for the Mustangs. Claremore has two guys back to receive. The wind a little bit kind of swirly down there, but Kevin, it's blowing out of the east.
Yeah, it switched to the east. That's going to be a good kick. That's going to be well into the end zone.
That's what you want.
I would say he's pretty jacked up. That's a deep kick right there, and we need that. That takes a little pressure. Our special teams has been good, minus kickoff cover. So it takes a little bit of pressure. Big kick by that.
Claremore will start first down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Mustang defense really has, the last couple of years, has come on strong, kind of been the trademark of this team. I know they're fired up, excited, and ready to play tonight.
Claremore's been playing two quarterbacks. Their tight end plays some quarterback. Be interesting to see if they only go with one or if they continue the two-man scheme.
Have two receivers in this set, one in motion. Handoff around the right side. Gain about 8. Number 11, Warren Williams, is the ball carrier.
Yeah, kind of a jet sweep look, kind of slow developing. Patience by that young man to let it kind of develop. Looks like about a gain of 6. Not what we want on first down, but not bad. Kind of a feeling out process, but he did a good job there of letting it develop, and they ran to the wide side of the field.
Second down and 6. Claremore Zebras in a solid white uniform with the red helmet, so there's a lot of contrast. Sometimes you get mixed tricolors or whatever. It's kind of hard to tell. A little confusion in the backfield for Claremore.
Oh, big hit.
Brought down hard. Kevin, number 44, you called his number.
Yeah, Wade Peters had a big talk with him tonight. He knows it's time for him to step up and be an integral part of that defense, and he said he's up to the task, and right there he was. That was kind of a broken play. Their quarterback turned one way. Not sure if it was quarterback fault, running back fault, but somebody wasn't on the same page. It's going to be an important. They were still able to pick up 2. It's going to be 3rd and 2 here. Big down for the Mustangs.
3rd down and 2 coming up for the Zebras. Man, the stadium looks good. Shout out to our grounds crew. Dwight Tackett does a lot of work to make this place ready for home openers. Boisington,
ball's on the ground.
Yes,
yes, sir.
Down, big play for that Mustang defense. Can you tell who got him?
Looks like Caden Fisher coming up big, your guy. But, man, there was a lot of people there. They smelled blood in the water with that ball on the ground, and it's exactly what we needed, 3 and out. Great job by the defense.
Loss of 7. Cooper Robinson gets up out of that pile as well.
We need a big night out of the return game. You had Hogue in the first game return one for a touchdown. Maddox DeVilbus returned one last week. Unfortunately, there was a flag. Low kick there. So he's going to take it, but it's going to be on the plus side of the field. Those are 2 of our explosive guys. And a punt return is a chance to make one of those explosive plays.
Maddox DeVilbus calls for the fair catch. Mustangs take over. 1st down and 10. Your defense did what you asked him to do. Last week we didn't start that way, and this week you come in prepared, ready to go. Caught their offense in a couple of missed snaps. 1st down and 10 coming up for the Mustangs.
Yeah, you got your ball. You got the ball on the plus side of the field, meaning we're on the going inside of the 50, and can't ask for much better than that on a first possession for the Mustangs.
Shadows are falling up on the field. The Mustangs kind of in a big formation. Gains in motion around the left side.
Big hit there.
Hit for about a loss of a yard.
Yeah, big hit there. I think that's number 34. That's going to be Tyson Grimmett, one of their big senior linebackers. And that was kind of our version of what they did on the first play. To not as much success, unfortunately, but only a loss of 1.
Their defensive line got a lot of pressure on that left side to just make sure there wasn't a running lane. I think they kind of saw him coming and prepared for that. So Mustangs behind the chains. 2nd down and 11. 3 receivers in the set. Quick pass out to Gaines on the right side. Be brought down. Gain of about 7.
And good job by him going up the field. Sometimes he gets to go in too wide. You want to stick your foot in the ground and go up the field just like he did. And they gave him a lot of space. That was a good job there. They only had kind of one guy in coverage, and they're saying first down.
Gain of 11 for the Mustangs. First down and 10. It's good to move the chains. You want to be able to establish your offense tonight, find some life in that passing game, move the chains, keep the ball. That's how you keep Claremore at bay tonight.
And I mentioned it last week, but shortening the game. As you get first downs with the running game, the clock's running.
Pass out to Gaines on the left side. Good seal-off block on the left side by Lucky.
Yeah, and those are just long handoffs. If they're going to play 10, 12 yards off, I think you're going to see us do that a lot. And it's, he just looks out there. It's about a 10-yard handoff. It's easy peasy, as they say, and we'll take it.
Gain of 6 on the first down leaves you in second. Very manageable. Mustangs making sure they get the right play as they break the huddle. 3 receivers, actually 4 receivers in this set. Peter's going to go out kind of as a slot receiver, going to pitch it around the right side. JT going to be shoestring tackled.
Yeah, we need JT to put his right foot in the ground and get up the field there, up those hash marks. He's trying to be a little jukey. Now, if he makes that guy miss, obviously he might still be running, but he's a power guy. He's going to run over people, run through people, but it's a positive gain, and it's going to be 3rd and 2, and I can guarantee you this is probably 4-down territory for the Mustangs if needed.
Put 4 yards in the book for Jaden Tanner tonight. Mustangs 3rd down and 2.
Yep.
Yeah, and it worked. Got him to jump off sides. Discipline. Good job, offense.
Yeah, you catch them there. It's 3rd and short, so they're firing off the ball. They know we're going to run the ball. They know our passing efficiency hasn't been there, and you kind of use it against them, if you will.
New set of downs, your second first down of the night. We'll take it how we can get it. First down and 10 with 8:25 and counting left in the first quarter. Brent Kellogg along with Kevin Hogan, Blake Salt. Take a moment, hit the share button on your social media so folks can tune in, watch the Mustangs. Going to pitch it around the left side. JT. He's got some room. Kevin, I can't tell. I think he might have got. They're going to call it a gain of 9. Yeah.
And I want to kudos. Nice pitch there, but kudos to the 2 wide receivers on that side of the field. Lucky did a good job down the field, and Sam came in and cracked the linebacker, and that's what allowed to have some running room.
All pistols working together. Pistons firing. There you go. Say it for me. I'm trying to get it out. Words are hard. 2nd down and 2 coming up for the Mustangs. Ball's down at the 23-yard line. You can hear the sounds of Mustang Stadium. Fans are here tonight. They show blitz. Boy, they got JT in the backfield. There was nowhere to go. He's going to lose about 2.5.
Yeah, you could see them coming as that play. We were kind of looking around the sidelines. Took a little bit to go, and they've already kind of changed what they've done. They brought their safety up, and they were playing the slot much tighter. They let us get 2 or 3 of those just quick, long handoffs, if you will. They've already changed what they're doing here.
3rd down and 6 coming up for the Mustangs. You were in great position. And they literally brought a couple of guys. They were bringing a little bit of pressure. 3 receivers in the set. Vogel got some time. Man complete on the right side.
Good job by Maddox. It's going to be a first down.
Yeah. Enough for a Mustang first down and 10.
Mustangs trying to get up to the line quick. Claremore's changing some guys in and out of the lineup.
3rd first down of this drive for the Mustangs. They'll check back to the play. 23 seconds on the game clock, play clock, so they have plenty of time. Make sure they get it right.
Man, there's a lot of room to the far side of the field.
They're going to send Gaines in motion. He'll cut up the middle. Not a lot there. I think they're going to say no gain.
Yeah, we ran that play again. I'm going to be honest. We might want to just save that one for next week. It's went nowhere.
Could possibly be setting them up for something.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, to watch that sweep come around and maybe setting it up that they'll leave a receiver open. All right, 2nd down and 11. They say he lost a yard. 6:10 left to play in the first quarter. The Mustangs have put 3 first downs in the book, and they started this drive at the plus 49. Now the ball's down roughly the 14-yard line. Vogel back to pass, looking for his guy.
Well out of bounds.
Pass intended number 4, Braxton Davis, over his head, brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, he had some time, and good job. Braxton was being physical. He was, it was kind of like mutual combat, you'll say. They were being physical, we were being physical, and so there was no flag either way.
Vogel in at quarterback this week. Coach Noble talked about He is, like, literally fired up and excited. He came off the field last week after they went 3 and out, and he's like, Coach, that was so fun. So Grady's having a good time tonight, leading the Mustang offense down the field. Pass on the left side. Woo! Dangerous.
Good job by Aiden there, really turning into the defender, if you will, and being physical. Interesting here. Looks like we're gonna try to go for a field goal and take some points here and get 3 on the scoreboard.
Michael Robinson for the Zebras cut in front of that. Fortunately, that was a pass that's incomplete. Gives your special teams unit an opportunity to get you on the scoreboard first. Never turn down points. Old coaching philosophy. 4th down and 11. Sam Hogue set to attempt the field goal. Ball down, kick on the way.
It's blocked.
It's blocked. Somebody let a man through. That number 3, I called his name Michael Robertson, that broke up the pass, was also the guy that got through the line and blocked the field goal.
Yeah, we've definitely had some snaps and some issues on special teams. That snap's got to come much quicker. That's unfortunate. Offense and defense were really firing. If you could have got on the board 3-0 there, you had some momentum, feel like you're doing good. That's okay. Defense, we're putting them in a good spot here. That's on the 24. Unfortunate there, though, not to get points on the board.
I know we work on special teams. It's one of those things, you spend so much time in your week working on offense and defense and special teams because those guys that are on your offensive line are also playing special teams, so just working on technique. 1st down and 10 coming up for the Zebras. Handoff up the middle. Going to pick up 3.
Another thing to note here is we took a lot of time off the clock. I know it was kind of to no avail, no points, but just shortening the game like that and us having the ball in our hands is big for us.
Absolutely. They did what they wanted to do. When you have the ball, they can't score. Well, in theory. So, 2nd down, pass out to the right side. Pitch and catch. Number 26, Grant Nichols. 36, Bryson Hall. Good for a Zebra 1st down and 10.
Sorry, I was turning up the mic for the announcer. Defense is in a good spot, though, right here. Still on the good side of the field. If we can make some plays and force another punt, offense will be given the ball in a good position again.
Zebras have everybody bunched in at the line except for one receiver. Quarterback just going to keep it. Had him contained, had a couple of guys get hands on him. That's where he's so slippery. You've got to wrap him up. Don't try to bump him over. You've literally got to bring him down. Quarterback carry for 10, 1st down and 10.
Yeah, that was a design quarterback kind of keeper, like student body type, left type play. We got to be better there. We had chances. We were in position, just got to make the play.
1st down and 10 coming up for the Zebras. Ball at the 44-yard line. Handoff up the middle, brought down. Wade Peters will be the one that gets a hold of him.
Yeah, Wade Peters was the first one through the line, but Aiden Gifford actually got him by the legs. Good job by those young men, making plays on the defensive line.
I'm going to say he lost a couple. Brings up 2nd down and 12 for the Zebras. Defensive line doing what they need to do. You don't want your secondary tackling the running back. Claremore has a lot of guys on the line. 2 receivers in the set. Pass over the top. Oh, boy, I tell you what. Maddox saved a touchdown.
Yeah, he was in good position. Just couldn't find the ball there. And then thankfully, as he was falling down, was able to grab a piece and get him to the ground. That wasn't a great thrown ball. Very high, kind of wounded. You just got to be able to I think we bit early on a move, and you're playing catch-up and just couldn't get turned around and find the ball.
Man, they practice too, and they have athletes as well. Guy able to just jump up on top and bring that one down. 1st down and 10, Mustangs show blitz. Hand off to number 1. He'll get about 11 on the carry. 1st down and 10 coming up. Cecil Garrett the 4th, the ball carrier.
And again, that's where you're letting a big guy, he's a good running back. You're letting him get a full head of steam, 8-10 yards into the backfield. That's going to be a losing proposition on a corner and a safety. 1st and goal coming up for the Mustangs. A big 1st down here. Claremore's been pretty productive in this series. You want to be able to stop them now that you have a small field. Brought Good
down
job.
behind the line. Loss of 2.5 yards for the Mustangs.
Aiden Gifford again making another big play behind the line of scrimmage. That's 2 tackles for a loss on this drive alone. kudos to the young man. Just great effort.
Second down goal coming up from the 12 as the Zebras go backwards with 2:58 left to play in the first quarter.
You're seeing them play a lot of naked high, if you will. There's no wide receivers high. They got a big tight end. He's a big-time player for them. See if they're going to try to set something up for him.
Blitz coming from the Mustangs. A little bit of a hold. It won't get called. He'll be knocked out of bounds, a gain of 3.
Yeah, definitely looked like some reaching and grabbing, but good job by that Mustang defense. Lots of gold helmets running to the ball. It'll be 3rd and goal. Big-time play here for the Mustangs.
Ball spotted down at the 9-yard line. Kevin, in our conversation today, we talked about they have 11 coaches, I believe, on their staff.
11 or 12.
Yeah.
We have 6, so you look at their enrollment, it's about par for the course.
We're going to talk about enrollment, some kind of fun facts.
About half their coaches right now are actually on the field. So, fun fact.
Yeah, while the clock's getting 2 receivers to the near side as you move from right to left on your YouTube screen. Pass over the top, incomplete, brings up 4th down and goal for the Mustangs.
Yeah, good job there. Forcing them to roll. Looks like they're going to try to kick a field goal and take the points. And after giving up that pass play, that's a win for the Mustang defense.
Kevin, that is a huge win for that Mustang defense to stand up tall there and almost kind of bow your back a little bit and say you're not getting in this end zone. So a huge kind of momentum shift a little bit for the Mustang defense doing what they need to do.
And as we've seen, the kicking game in high school is anything but certain. So snap is back. Kick is up. I think it's good. Yep.
Jackson Burton, their kicker. So they will put 3 on the board.
Again, that's a win, though. Those first 2 possessions, you forced a 3 and out. You did let them kind of march down the field, mainly on the basis of one big play. And then you bowed up and you forced a field goal. We'll take that.
Shorten the game. We talked about that. We're 2 minutes left in the first quarter, Kevin, and we've only had 3 possessions of play, which is kudos to your offense for being able to sustain a drive. You're going to need to do that tonight. This drive is really important coming up.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. They're going to kick it off. We'll be interested to see if they can kick it in the end zone. If they can't, they're going to be kicking it to one of our playmakers. What kind of field position can we get, and then what can we do with it at that point?
Mustang Athletics would like to thank some of our great sponsors for their support of Mustang football. Couldn't do it without the community partners that help make this happen, like Will Rogers Animal Hospital, located right downtown Oologah, for all your veterinary needs. Mustangs have 3 guys back. Sam Maddox and Aiden Gaines back for the Mustangs.
Yeah, like I said, it'd be interesting to see. There's really not any wind to speak of. It's just kind of whispering and blowing around. Are they going to try to kick it deep? We were able to get in the end zone. Are they going to kind of do that corner thing where they kick it to about the 25 that so many teams do? I wasn't able to watch any film of their special teams, so I'm kind of curious to see how this goes.
To be honest, when I'm watching a college football game or whatever, they slip away. I may go make me some popcorn. Hey, don't miss tonight's halftime show. We have got a ton of stuff, and there's the kick.
Pretty deep.
Great conversation coming up with our softball coach. They are in the throes of things. I believe that was Maddox DeVilbiss to about the 21-yard line.
Yeah, didn't get that blocked up very well for Maddox. He was able to get free on one last week. We're going to need some more like that. But 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the 23. But you mentioned the state championship soccer team, first ever. I know in talking to a lot of the girls today, they were extra excited. They haven't seen the rings, so it's going to be a complete surprise when they get them. They just sized for them. They were designed, and none of the girls have seen them. So I know I got one in my house. I'm super excited to lay eyes on it.
State champs in Class 4A. We're going to recognize them tonight at halftime. We're going to pretty please see if the coach will come up tonight, visit with us in our halftime show. The Stallion Battalion will be marching what part of their show they have prepared for public eye. So it is a full halftime show. You don't want to miss it. Mustangs with the ball, 1st and 10. Vogel over the top. Boy, you're going to have to get those tonight. Mustangs are going to have to find some life in our passing game. Ryan Tunison, the intended receiver on the left side, incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Looked like a pretty good ball, maybe a little bit over the inside shoulder. Would have been what the kids called a head top, but, man, you got to help your own quarterback out. You got to go make that play.
2nd down and 10. Braxton Davis, the receiver to this side of the field. You have Tunison and Aiden
30 yards
side
between him and the right tackle.
Mustangs will move JT to the side of the field, almost a pitch out. JT makes a guy miss down at the sideline. We get close to the first down.
That's what JT does really, really well. Oh, they're saying first down. Love it. Is run through. You're not going to tackle him down at the ankles. You're going to have to man up, and you're going to have to hit him.
Some great foot action from him to get out of that tackle. He's saying move the chains, boys. First down and 10 coming up from the Mustangs.
It didn't look like it, but, man, he demonstratively said first down, move the chains. I love it for the Mustangs.
Ball at the 33-yard line for the Oologah offense. Fourth first down of the night for the Mustangs. Important to keep adding those to your stat book. Vogel got lots of time. Pass intended, way overthrown to number 4. Braxton Davis brings up second down. Almost like a misread. Like, I don't know that Braxton knew it was coming. And then when he saw
it looked like Braxton kind of slowed down a little bit. Maybe he assumed because it was one-on-one coverage. But he had done a good job of leaving the quarterback some room to the sideline to make that throw. Looked like a pretty decent throw there.
Blake, kudos to the offensive line there because Vogel had time. He was not under any pressure.
Yeah, when you could set your feet and throw a clean ball, it's really nice. And like you said, that was kind of savvy receiver work, giving Vogel a little bit of extra space here on the sideline, just a little bit overshot, but that'll be there later in the game.
Second down, 10. Going to pitch it out to JT. Get caught in the backfield.
Yeah, kind of fooled me once. Shame on you. Fooled me twice. Shame on me. They were all too prepared for that particular play.
Loss of 2 brings up actually they'll say a loss of 1 brings up a third down and 11 for the Mustangs.
And this is what we don't want to do to our offense to Vogel at quarterback. It's 3rd and 11. Everyone in the whole stadium knows you got to throw the ball here. What can we dial up?
Yeah, Mustangs have 4 receivers in the set.
We're looking at Coach.
13 seconds on the play clock. 42 seconds left on the game clock left in the first quarter. They're bringing some pressure, Vogel. I think the pass got tipped. Brings up a punt situation.
Yeah, not much to say there. Found the guy that was open, hit him in the hands, got to make that play. Does he get the first down? I don't know, but you're able to turn your shoulders, start moving your feet up the field if you catch that ball.
4th and 11 coming up for the Mustangs. I feel like that drive had a couple of missed opportunities, and we've talked about the receiver corps. Got to put your quarterback in a position, get the ball to you. Make sure you're not misreading plays, not misreading routes. High punt. Sam will get it away. Looks like they got a hand on it.
Yeah, snaps on the punt have been an adventure. I know they were an adventure this week, too. They tried a lot of guys out. That snap was slow and high.
Literally a 7-yard punt.
You got to get that snap back there quick.
Special teams got some work to do. Had 2 miscues tonight. 1, Mustangs missed a field goal on their first possession of the night. Now kind of a tapped punt, if you will. Gives Claremore really good field position at the 42 plus 42-yard line.
Defense got to bow their necks and make some plays. Probably got to go 3 and out here. Otherwise, you're going to be in 4-down territory.
Man in motion for the Zebras. Brad will just keep it. We talked about you don't want your safeties making tackles. Lustig had to be part of the process to help bring him down.
Yeah, they run that jet sweep motion, which takes the safety to the high side, and he's able to just tuck up behind those linemen and get 8 yards.
Big night for your linebackers. They're going to have to watch that quarterback and read it. And I think we're going to let the clock expire to end the first quarter. Going to take a break. We'll be back with the second quarter of Mustang football right after this.
Exercise has always been part of my life. I've always been an active person. I was diagnosed with spondylolisthesis. I knew that eventually I was going to have surgery, but I kept putting it off. I felt like I was being listened to, and I never felt any pressure. The techs, nurses, PA, surgeon, everybody that would come and visit me did a wonderful job. I just feel like they gave me my life back.
RCB Bank is community. RCB Bank is friendly customer service. RCB Bank is trusted. RCB Bank is here to help. RCB Bank is yesterday, today, and tomorrow. RCB Bank is everywhere you need us to be. We are RCB Bank. Open an account online today to see why our customers always say, RCB Bank. That's my bank.
Welcome back to Mustang Field. The Claremore Zebras have come to town. They are on top 3-0. Mustangs missed a field goal. Their first possession of the night. Claremore now has the second ball for the third time of the night. 2nd down and 2 coming up for the Zebra offense. Pass over the middle. Incomplete.
Good coverage there.
3rd down and 2 coming up.
Oh, there's a flag.
Oh, it's a flag down deep. No, there's a flag behind the line.
That's
too.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
Deep behind the line. Yeah, they're looking at us to decline, so it looks like a hold. Nope. Roughing the passer.
That's kind of the emotion we talked about. You can't let that emotion of the rivalry and a ex-fellow teammate to get to you. We've just got to focus on playing our football because that's the stuff that's going to run us in the dirt.
That'll get you. That's a big one. 1st down and moves the ball. Is that a 15-yard penalty?
15-yarder, and, man, we got to be better. You got to be better. Your defense did a really good job and just kind of a selfish play, getting a late hit on the quarterback. You had him 3rd down and 2. Now it's 1st down and 15, ball at the 19-yard line. Going to need some Mustang magic here. Going to need the ball to be put on the ground or a pick.
Mustang showing a line. Ball's on the line.
Oh, it bounces right to him. Oh, that's it. Yeah.
That's going to come back.
It's going to come back.
Block at the back.
There's a big hit over here on the sideline.
When we talked about that, you don't want him to be able to play backyard football. That's exactly what that was. He got lucky, bounced to him, and he's able to make if you don't have this blindside block back here, that's a big play for the offense. So we've really got to contain and make him drop back and just run an offense.
That's a spot foul too, Kevin. I mean, he's pointing to that flag as like, hey, that's where the penalty occurred.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to rely on your veteranism.
I don't know about that.
But it's a big penalty.
It's a big penalty.
As it should be. It should be a spot foul. It was well behind the line of scrimmage.
Penalty took place 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and then they'll tack on top of that. So this could be a 25-yard penalty.
Yeah, and as it should. Like I said, we're one-on-one with the quarterback looking to make a play, looking to get him down.
No, okay. I'm with you. They went.
I don't understand that. How's the ball spotted in front of the flag?
Exactly.
How's it a 7-yard penalty? I'm confused.
So it's 1st down and 19.
Screen.
Screen complete on the right side, number 19, Hudson Lee.
Good job. Lots of guys there, but Landon Roach is the man responsible for bringing him down. Good job to fight through the block and make that a really limited game. Defense did a good job of sniffing that out. They didn't disguise that very well. A lot of times you try to fake something. Man, it looked like a screen from the first snap.
2nd down and 14 coming up for the Zebras. 3 receivers. The far side, they're just going to hand it to the offside. Wade's going to hold on and bring him down. Looks like a loss of a couple.
Caden Fisher there setting the outside edge, and Wade Peters there to clean it up. 2 good plays by those young men. Big time 3rd down for the Mustangs. Can we force another field goal attempt? Got to be dialed in here, guys.
And play calm. Don't let a penalty cost you a big play.
And to keep everything in front.
They'll run Warren Pierce back in on the D-line, playing there at the nose.
Trips to the top. We're rolling late here. We're bailing out.
Mustangs are going to play contained. They're going to make him pass it.
It's going to be short, but only by like a yard, so I guarantee you they're going to go for this, Blake.
And that's kind of their strong suit. It gives Hoisington a lot of options to deal the football or run it himself. But you're right, they are going to go for this.
Pass to number 0, Andrew Hancock, is good. Gain of about 13, brings up 4th and 1.
Yeah, no outside contain there. Allowed him to roll to the left and find a guy. And they got a guy running on late here.
I think Claremore's going to use that as a timeout. We're going to take a timeout as well. Be back with more Mustang football right after this.
A water faucet with clean water, a reliable car on a busy day, a faithful dog, and reliable insurance. They're there when you need them. Coach Jason Brown and Chalkline Insurance is your local insurance agent. After 20 years in coaching, Jason is using that work ethic to take care of you and your family. Chalkline Insurance is locally owned by a name you know and backed by an agency with more than 30 years of experience. If you own it, we can insure it. For all your commercial, home, rental, auto, and recreational insurance needs, give Coach Brown a call at 918-789-3848. Chalkline Insurance, your local insurance agent in Oologah, where character creates connection.
Welcome back to Mustang Stadium. Kevin, it's a big 4th down and 1 for this Mustang defense. Can they do it again?
Yeah, they're going a big package here. They got an extra offensive lineman in the game. Some big tight ends. I bet you see them run left behind the tight end and fullback here.
Mustang show blitz. I guess he crossed the encroachment zone.
Oh, they're pointing at the corner.
That's a 1st down and goal coming up.
I don't know that I've seen that offside on the corner.
Did he line up in neutral zone and not check the referee?
That's a huge penalty, guys. Yep. 1st down and goal, and they're just going to line up and do the same play here, I bet. Oh, that has to be false.
They moved.
False start. Yeah, they tried to go quick and out-quick themselves. The center was the only one on the same page as the quarterback. I don't even know that the quarterback was ready for the snap there.
Series of penalties on this drive. 1st and goal now from the 11. Brad looking to pass under some pressure. That's where he's just fast. He can outrun you. He'll cut to the corner, knocked out of bounds. I believe, no, they're going to say knocked the pylon over, touchdown.
Yeah, not knowing the defense who had outside contained there, but it wasn't done. And that's just a missed assignment, Blake.
Yeah, we got it too aggressive. We went straight for a sack, and when you run right at a guy that's athletic like that, you've got to just force him. It's kind of being unselfish in the play, and you've got to force him back to the gold hats. You don't want to be one-on-one with Hoisington out on the edge.
It felt like there were 7 blue jerseys trying to chase one, and you don't want to be in a sprint. Ball down, kick on the way, and it's
blocked.
no good. It's blocked.
Roach got a hand on it right up the middle. Similar to what we saw on our field goal, where right up the middle pressure was the demise of the kick.
Hopefully that'll benefit the Mustangs as we progress through the night. Zebras on top 9-0 with 9:39 left to play in the 1st half. I want to thank some of our great sponsors for their support of Mustang Athletics. Great community to help rally behind our student athletes and all that they compete in. Chalkline Insurance, Jason Brown, great supporter. Also helps with our FCA. And Kevin, I'm telling you what, every time I see pictures of the FCA, there's more and more kids showing up.
Yeah, they were in town, in the building this week, meeting with some leaders, with some FCA. He just does a good job. I go out of my way to thank him, and he always says, no, thank you for allowing me in. Just love, kids can show up when they want. They have it before school. They have it at lunch sometimes. They do a really, really good job, and just appreciate him and our community. Just another example of a shiny member of our community. Spring
is really busy in the hallways of Oologah High School, but I feel like the next 4 weeks could rival the spring with softball, volleyball, FFA, marching band, drama. It's just a busy time. There's a lot on the calendar.
Yeah, you are right there. Did we just field it and run out of bounds? That's a 5.
Field it and ran out of bounds at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, we're really busy. We do a lot of things. We do a lot of things well. I'll read some things that we've done at the county fair this week. We've done a really, really good job. Put people in position to be successful. We do a great job with our kids. If you're interested in it and you have a passion for it, we're going to try to match you up with that and let you be seen and let you be competitive.
Sideline awareness got away from us in that moment. So the Mustangs in a tough spot, 6-yard line. Pretty much 94 yards to drive to the Claremore end zone.
And I don't know.
JT go up the middle, probably about as much as you can do. You're not necessarily in the best passing situation. I think he'll gain 2 on the carry.
Yeah, good job by him. Just putting his foot down and his helmet down and getting what he could. Give us a little bit of room here to operate on the offensive side of the ball.
2nd down and 8 for the Mustang offense. Coming up at halftime, going to recognize our 4A state champion soccer team, girls soccer team from last year. We'll do that right first thing as halftime show begins. Pass is picked off right across the middle. Number 0, Andrew Hancock, went through the hands of a Mustang receiver.
Yep, not exactly sure there where we were going with the ball. We had kind of 2 receivers in the area, if you will. Pass was kind of indiscriminate. Unfortunately, a turnover here in the red zone.
This is where we need our defense to step up big. It's a big ask, but if we can just get out of this with a field goal attempt, that's a huge win, and that's what we need from Mustang defense.
You're right, Blake. This is a big ask of your defense. Hey, we're trying to give you a break. Misstep on the offense. Handoff up the middle, number 1. Going to gain about 3.
That's okay. That's a good job by the defense. 1st and 2nd level, and even the 3rd level. Safety coming up, putting a hit down. Gavin Salt making a play there. We'll take 3 yards on 1st down.
Ball's at the 17-yard line. 2nd down and 6 coming up. 8:28 left to play in the first half.
I think they're going to try to single up down here. We subbed in a corner. Got a big, tall wide receiver. No, they're going to the high side.
Not much there. I think they're going to give him about a half a yard.
Defense doing what they can. This will be huge here to force them either to a 4th down or a field goal after giving the ball to them on the 20-yard line.
It's 3rd down and 6 coming up. Yard to gain for the Claremore Zebras. Stands are full on the far side. Pretty good crowd on the home side.
Yeah, it'll be a minute.
And off up the middle. Tell your defensive line's a little bit tired. He's going to gain 7, enough for a 1st down. 1st and 10 coming up for the Zebras. Mustangs have their hands on their hips. You've asked a lot. You've asked a lot in the last 2 possessions. Zebras have had good field position. They jumped a little bit early, so that'll be a false start. Back them up 5. The Mustangs are going to trade out some personnel. Two receivers to the side of the field. Claremore's been very effective in running the ball. They're effective again there. Number 34, the ball carrier for Claremore.
Good job there. Hogue flying up, taking on a block, allowed Gavin to make the play there. Gavin Salt giving it his all tonight.
Number 34, Tyson Grimmett. It's 2nd down and goal from the 11.
Got to make a play. Put a lot of pressure on our defense tonight. He keeps saying it, but man, they're going to have to make a play for our offense tonight.
Quarterback just going to keep it around the left side.
Yeah, student body left, and they just outnumber us, and nothing fancy there, just bigger than we are. Push us out of the way.
It's Hoisington's 2nd rushing touchdown of the night, and they knew they were going to do that to you. I mean, he did that last week. He just scrambles with his legs, and probably even more prolific on the rush game than their running back.
Yeah, absolutely, he is, and you know, they kind of do that wildcat thing where the running back becomes an extra blocker, and we just haven't really adjusted to it well. Haven't done very good against it all night. Looks like they're going for 2 now.
They missed their last PAT, so they're going to try to catch back up that extra point. Hoisington under pressure. He's going to throw it to the end zone. And they're going to say it's good.
That's their big tight end. Just kind of got lost on the back line.
You got a flag, though. looked like it's going to be on Claremore, I think.
It's on the far side in the hash. Yeah, so it's going to be on Claremore. Ineligible receiver downfield, Blake, I believe was the call.
Yeah, that kind of really shoots them in the foot. Normally you don't have a lot of two-point plays. It's kind of a specialty play, and so that may be their only one or, one of two or three, and they probably don't want to put a lot of them on film, so I think that's why they're just going to opt to kick it here.
All right. They're going to bring on the special teams unit with an attempt to the PAT. Different kicker, I believe, than last time. Kick is up, and it's good. So that'll put the Zebras on top, 16-0 with 6:32 left to play.
It has been a competitive game. Obviously, the turnover there doesn't help. The defense is making them work. We just haven't been able, other than that first drive, to make that play on third down. We've had penalties. We've lined up off sides. We've late hit him when we had him super third and long. It hadn't been a perfect game, but it's still a competitive game. There's 6:32. If the offense can find something and we can go down and get on the scoreboard, we go into halftime and we get the ball.
Yeah.
So I know I say it a lot, but we can kind of do that New England Patriot thing where you score at the end of the half and then get the ball. You have a lot of momentum.
I know a lot of our guys go both ways, but it's really important the Mustangs put a drive together right here. You've got to get some first downs. Your offense needs that confidence other than the first scripted drive of the night. You haven't been able to do a lot. You've had an interception. You've given them some gifts. It's really important here for the Mustangs kind of get out of their head, if you will. They're going to kick it again this side of the field. He'll take it about the 7-yard line. Get brought down. I think they'll give him forward momentum to the 20.
Yeah, that's a good kick. That's kind of in no man's land, if you will, kind of halfway between the numbers and out of bounds and beyond the 10. Kind of puts you in a difficult spot there. If you let it bounce and it doesn't go your way, you're in trouble. Looks like we kind of ran into our own man there.
First down and 10 coming up for the Mustang offense.
Have to go find points.
You got to go find points.
Even if it's a field goal, got to find some points, get the goose egg off the scoreboard, and get some momentum.
All right. Two backs in the backfield, if you will. JT handed to him, nothing there. He'll lose a yard.
I think another big mention here is to not get in a big hurry. If we can go down and find points and take 5 or even all 6 of those minutes off the play clock, that's big, like what you talked about, Mr. Hogue.
Your defense got you a big stop on their first drive, and you kind of took the momentum back. And since then, it's been like sand slipping through your hands. So you need a first down. They're going to move Sam out to a receiver spot out of the backfield, looking for a quick pass out. Hogue keeps fighting. Gain of about 4.
It's a good pass and catch. Pick up a little bit of yardage there to make this a third manageable. We're going to take a timeout.
We'll take a timeout as well. Be back with more Mustang football right after this.
Life doesn't wait for you to slow down. When you're moving fast and something doesn't feel right, Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is here to help you stay in motion. Through our combined expertise in orthopedic surgery, non-surgical medicine, and comprehensive whole patient treatment, our team has your back and every other joint too. Ready to get back out there? Visit AOOK.com and let's move forward together. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Heal, recover, advance.
Welcome back to Mustang Field in the middle of a Mustang timeout. Blake, the call on the field is incomplete pass. Take us through it.
Blake, what'd you see there on that second down? Looked like it was complete, but you said he was just out of bounds?
Yeah, he was just out of bounds. A little bit of a high throw. Kind of got to put that in his numbers to let your athlete go be an athlete on the edge. So we'll see what they can draw up here on third.
Two backs in the backfield now. They'll move Sam out into a slot receiver. Big third down for the Mustangs. He's got it.
Yeah! Go, all the way, go.
Yep, this guy's blown his
I think
whistle,
he
calling
was down, but what a great highlight reel catch.
Knee went down, but first down and 10, a big gain for the Mustangs. Sam Hogue with his first reception of the night.
I like that action out of him. He's our fastest player. If we can flex him out, we get him on kind of that linebacker who passed him off to the safety, and we're able to high point the ball, kind of tip it to ourselves, and go make a play.
Big pass and catch for the Mustangs. How about the hand action of Sam to be able to tip that up in the air and bring it down for a first down and 10 for the Mustang offense? You needed that.
They look like we should be on like this side of the field, but somebody had to text me that was watching that.
You needed that. You need something to happen for your offense. Grady will throw while being hit. Pass incomplete. Second down and 10.
Yeah, and that's one of the quicker times. They got pressure with only 4 guys. We kept an extra back in there to help, thankfully. Grady did a good job. Just get the ball away. Let's live to fight another down.
Sam talked about, when I talked to him this week, about you'll see some sets you haven't seen. They're using multiple backs in the backfield. And, of course, Sam is one of those guys as quarterback, so you can get creative with some shorter passing just to kind of keep the defense in check. 2 receivers now, 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Vogel got some time across the middle, way overthrown, and the second interception of the night. Passing picked off number 8, Hayden Lee. It's our second interception. With 4:50 left to play in the first half, Zebras feel like it's Christmas. As many gifts as we've given them in the first half.
And this kind of feels like a little bit of a tipping point. We talked about keeping it competitive here in the first half. This is kind of that point where we really need our defense to step up and no points go on the board.
Armstrong Bank working right along beside you for more than 100 years. Proud sponsor of Mustang football. There are lots of whistles from everywhere, but I think we're set and ready to play with 4:50 left to play in the first half. Man in motion. Rosenton going to go across the top.
Good job, Wade. Looked like he got a hand in late. Looked like it was a good pass.
Lucky will help break that up. Brings up second down and 10. Are they the plus 46-yard line?
Yeah, right about the 45.
45.
Plenty of time, 4:42. I think they have 2 timeouts remaining. Time is not a factor.
They would like to keep Claremore in passing situations because of that right there. Their quarterback and their running back can break away from you. Ball's on the ground. I bet they're going to call him down.
Blake, what?
No, they're saying Mustang football.
Yeah, but there's a flag. I think they're going to call like a horse collar, but it was on the inside. It was on the front of the jersey, Blake.
I think he got his face mask on it. When he ripped down, it looked like he nodded his head a little bit, so they may get him on a face mask.
Maddox DePhilibus, guy that brought him down. Face mask on the defense.
And that's a big-time penalty. That negates. Of course, who's to say? If we don't face mask, maybe he doesn't fumble, but, man, that negates it.
The far side official threw his hands with the Mustangs, but that takes it away, puts the ball down at the 10-yard line, gives them first and goal.
Yeah, and they're going to let the play run through, right? They're going to let it go ahead and develop and run through despite the flag. And, unfortunately, face mask tacks on some yardage.
First and goal for the Zebras. Rosington going to throw it out.
We're going to say he's out.
Down at the 6-yard line. I mean, 6-inch line.
Yeah, and the outside backer has to carry that guy to the flat, and he passed him on. And that's unfortunate. You're just going to see an extra big guy. You're going to see student body left, student body right here. And it's going to be really hard. We're going to have some great individual effort here by a guy or two to make a play.
Imagine number 2, the quarterback's just going to carry it in. He's put both of their touchdowns on the board tonight. Nope, handoff up the middle, number 34. He'll get in for a Zebra touchdown. Tyson Grimmett, the ball carrier.
And again, our defense has done good. Just that one play, whether it's a penalty or we let a long run and then we tack on 15 yards with a face mask, just not putting us in a position to be successful tonight.
Zebra special teams on for the PAT. Ball down, kick on the way. And it's good. Put you 23-0. These games are typically close, but this one feels like the momentum feels to be slipping just a little bit out of your fingertips.
Yeah, I will say, I feel like we've played hard through the end of both games. But until we prove offensively that we can move the ball and score some points, this is kind of getting to that point where we're going to need some help.
Yeah, miscues and turnovers really have been the story of the night for the Mustangs, just trying to get out of our own way. Heads are still up. I mean, you've got a lot to figure out. You got a lot to learn tonight. Coach Noble talked about that this week when I talked with him. He's, man, we are using this to figure us out before we go to district game number 1 next week on the road at Miami.
There's been some positives. Like I said, the defense overall has been positive with 2 turnovers, 2 extra possessions. 23 points. We went 3 and out. We've done some things. We forced a fumble. However, we had a penalty on the play. It just hasn't been clean.
Beautiful night, rural Rogers County. This is high school football. I had the thought we're actually off next weekend. It's a bye week. He's out to the 20. Sam still working his way down about the 27-yard line.
Good return. What are we going to dial up? 327. I know we said it earlier. It's another one of those. We have to put some points on the board. We need a little jolt in the arm of the offense and give the whole team a little confidence that we can go down, put some points on the board. We are going to get the ball after the half. Man, if we go down and punch it into that blue end zone, it would be a huge confidence builder for the second half.
Ball's at the 28. First down and 10 for the Mustang offense. Going to pitch it out to the right. JT had a little bit of grass, made a guy miss. Going to pick up about 5.
Still plenty of time. We have a timeout left. Clock stops.
They say he gained 6. Ball down now at the 34-yard line. Second down and 4 coming up for the Mustangs. 3:03 left to play until halftime. 4 receivers in the set for the Mustangs. JT's the running back. Handoff again up the middle. Going to gain about a yard. Going to put you in a 3rd down 2 situation. Had the thought walking into the stadium tonight, the next time we play, will I need a jacket? Like, we're in that time where the weather.
We've had some amazing nights. It kind of warmed back up late this week. But, man, we've had some amazing nights. I've been sitting out and it's like, oh, this is what amazing feels like.
Ty McKnight will encroach upon the line of scrimmage, give the Mustangs a first down and 10. We'll take it. Ball be spotted down at the 41-yard line with 2:22:21 as the clock continues to tick away. Mustangs going to pitch it out. They've used that a lot tonight to JT around the corner. Good gain.
Mustang faithful looking for a horse collar there. Looked like he grasped kind of that back collar of the pads. He did let go, but that's usually a flag.
They'll say gain of 5 on the carry.
1:55, clock is rolling. I got to go with a little more urgency now.
Coming to that 2-minute offense. You've got 20 seconds on the play clock. Play clock's not necessarily your issue. It's making sure you've got time on the clock to give yourself something. And a pitch cross to the right side. Incomplete pass. stops the clock, brings up 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, honestly, no more than that was going to go for. A drop helps you more with the clock.
Yeah, really does.
A yard or 2 there, not a big deal. Got to find a 3rd down play. Got to dial something up, get it to one of our playmakers, get a 1st down.
Definitely think you're in 4 down territory at this point. You're going to need a little risk and a little bit of Mustang magic.
Landon Roach in the backfield at running back.
Going to move Wade to the other side of the offensive line.
We got some single coverage. Oh, we had single coverage up here to the low side.
Roach get tripped up.
Don't think we
Gain
recognize that. You'd have liked to seen maybe Lucky or Hogue have an opportunity to make a play there one-on-one. They've been having the safety over the top. That was one of the first times all night I saw the safety shade the high side of the field. We had an opportunity to make a play. Looks like there's a timeout.
We'll keep it here as we get ready for the Mustang halftime show, where we'll visit with our softball coach. Going to watch the Stallion Battalion and their performance. Give our soccer girls a special recognition tonight. Something.
Yeah, they've been waiting. And so we set this date a long time ago. First home game. Unfortunately for the soccer team, the first home game is when week 3. I think we've had these rings in for like a month. Been saving them for tonight. None of the girls have seen them, so it's going to be a big-time surprise. And hopefully they get greeted as they should. What a fun, magical ride that was in the spring.
It's hard to start your season 2 games on the road, so it feels good to be home. It's good for us because our technology just works a little better.
We have fiber, we have air, we're able to set up early.
We think the main computer literally caught fire last week when we were in a hot box.
Yeah, the TriCaster, which is what runs the stream last week, we had to have the fan on it, and it was literally too hot to touch. That's crazy.
1:23, 4th down.
Safety way over the top. Should be able to make a play one-on-one to the near side, wide side of the field. Oh, well, we're just going to flex out and punt, and it gets blocked still. Golly. Trying to out-cute them, and it just didn't work. I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like maybe some guys were ready for the snap, some guys weren't. We tried to do the thing where the quarterback kind of flexes back to punt that, to kind of quick punt it, and that's unfortunate.
See, a lot of high schools have kind of gone to that. Just kind of keep you honest on the defensive side, if you will. It's a 0-yard punt. 1st down and 10 coming up for the Claremore Zebras. They'll have 1:17. You want to make sure nothing gets behind you. Don't let you pop you for any cheap points going into halftime.
Yeah, you definitely can't let them get any more points on the board.
You do get the ball to start the second half.
Looks like he just timed it right, though.
Maybe so. Going to knock him out of bounds. Loss of a yard.
Immediate pressure. I'm not sure on who.
Somebody's banged up on the far side.
Zach Perdome. He's going to go down. Made the play there. Got some immediate pressure. Allowed Caden Fisher to kind of clean it up.
Ball's on the plus 47-yard line. Well, they help Zach walk off.
Tough young man. He's already got a cast on.
They're going to actually say he lost 2 on that. So, 2nd down and 12. Brad looking for a man on the right side. Pass incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
Had a man, wasn't sure. It looks like there's a little bit of miscommunication in the secondary. We had a safety taking the up man and a linebacker taking the back man, and I don't think that's the way that's supposed to go, Blake.
No, we got to have – you kind of want to cover deep and tackle short on that deal, and we just got a little bit of miscommunication. Fortunate for the drop, though.
Yep, big-time 3rd down. This would force a punt. There's no way they would go for it, I don't think. We need to force a punt. Let's go into halftime. Let's regroup, try to find something offensively.
Mustangs have used all their timeouts, so they won't have
he's going to run.
And that's where he gets you. If you just create a lane, he's going to get you, and you don't want your secondary being the guy to bring him down.
You know, you hear the term spy a lot.
Yep.
And all they've done is quarterback run. I mean, yeah, they hit another run. They hit one pass, but you'll live with that. I think we need to maybe put a spy on the quarterback and just shadow him wherever he goes.
Four receivers in the set for Claremore. Pitch and catch, overthrown. Incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10. Yeah, you want to, and this was in pregame talk with Coach Noble. They want to make him throw the ball. But to do that, you got to contain him up on the outside. And I mean, he's slippery. Cut and run. 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Yeah, you can see when we want him to do that,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. That's what you want him to do. You want him to throw the ball. Veteran guys in the secondary for the Mustangs.
Looks like there's going to be a hold there.
Flags everywhere on the field. Behind the line of scrimmage. 12 seconds left. Most likely they'll probably take a knee in their next. Yep, holding.
And fortunate for the hold, but I'd really like to see our defensive line kind of collapse the pocket. We're kind of just what they call running the hoop. We're letting them just wall us out and make that pocket really big, which is what makes those big gaps for Brad to run up the middle into. We've really got to condense the pocket and just contain him, make him stand in it.
Yeah, you're seeing our defensive ends get too far upfield, if you will. Kind of reiterate what Blake was saying. Forces him right down the middle, right down our throat.
It's a big 2nd down and 20. The clock starts. 9 seconds left till half. This will do it. Pass is complete across the middle. The time will expire.
I think they're going to give them a timeout.
Whoa. Officials are trying.
I don't know. I think they're going to give them.
Is there a flag? Blake, is there a flag on the field?
No, I think they're saying he got a timeout before they ran the clock out. But
the ball was not a first down, so the clock should have been running. I'm not sure you could call a timeout before the guy's on the field, down.
That's what they're going to say.
Things that make you go,
So on the far side, I'm looking for where the line of scrimmage will be.
Yeah, he's short. They're saying the 23, so he's a good 4 yards short. I seen bang when we got him to the ground. They're saying there definitely wasn't 2 seconds left, guys, which is how much time's on the clock. That's peculiar, but
clock management's been a thing.
We got bigger fish to fry than that one.
But if you watched any college football last weekend or even last night, clock management is every second counts.
I would assume they're going to try to kick a field goal.
So 3rd down and 3 coming up. 2 seconds left. Yeah.
We got some pressure right up the middle. They've had a couple different kickers. The other one kind of kicks a lower ball. This one kicks it a little bit higher.
Jackson Burton is the kicker for the Zebras.
See if we can get some pressure up the middle. What wind there is from his left to right. It'll be blowing to the home side of the field here.
Mustangs have several guys back just to make sure it's not a fake of anything.
We called timeout. That was a bad snap.
Did we have a timeout?
Yeah, I guess. We called one.
The board's not showing
They gave us one. See if we can dial up some pressure. Like I said, we've got some pressure on their kicker.
We will do a quick presentation to honor our 2024 Oklahoma State Champion 4A girls soccer team. Then the Zebra Marching Band will perform a portion of their show. Then the Mustang Marching Band will perform a portion of their show. It's a busy halftime. Hope you'll stay right here for it. Special thanks to Texoma Tractor, proud supporter of Mustang Athletics. And Edward Jones Investment, Mr. Ken Jensen. And the call with all your investment needs. All Smiles Dental, quality, affordable dental care right here at home. And Neely Insurance and Financial Services, serving your financial insurance needs since 1951. Located right in the heart of Claremore, Oklahoma. And here we go. Both teams will leave the sideline. Claremore comes back out with their kicker, so kind of an attempt to ice kicker on the Mustangs. And it's no good.
Yep. Well,
so the ice worked. And with that at halftime, Mustangs will trail 23-0.
Blake's a brave man. He's got Coach.
Go for it, Blake. It's you.
Coach, obviously not necessarily the position we wanted to be in at halftime. What's your just overall synopsis, and what are we telling the guys going in there?
Kind of same thing as last week. Got to clean ourselves up. You know, we're missing one block here, one block there. It's really kind of help not prevent us from springing the run. So we just got to clean it up and help our defense out a little bit, and we'll be fine.
Hey, thank you, Coach. We'll let you get it.
Lady Mustangs soccer team. This team was able to put together an incredibly magical season as they worked together to capitalize on winning Oologah High School's first ever state championship in girls soccer. At this time, Athletic Director Drew Dixon and Assistant Athletic Director Shane Doyle will present each coach and player with their 2024 4A state championship ring. Head coach Sam Bowers. Assistant coach Lindsay Tackett. And now the players, Zoe Algrim, Samantha Appleby, Evan Blevins, Ali Charlo, Avery Duff, Sage Duff, Madison Gotting, Kaylee Goff, Kinsley Hedman, Adeline Hill, Callie Hogue, Bella Hoisington, Mackenzie Kubian, Trinity McElhaney, Lainey Molini, Ava Pinner, Madison Pinner, Jasmine Powell, Tatum Reynolds, Kaylee Seba, Millie Smaligo, Brinley Sweet, Sarah Tim, and Rylan Walter. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2024 State 4A Girls Soccer Champions, your Lady Mustangs.
Hey, Mustang family, here with Coach Robinson, our new softball coach for the year. I say new, but you're really right in the middle of your season.
Right in the middle of it.
Yeah, and I know for softball, we hire you in the summer. Softball practice starts, July 15th? Or can?
Yeah.
So it's kind of hectic, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and you came from Hera, is that right? You and your wife. Your wife's teaching at the lower.
Yes.
Or the upper, excuse me. The upper, and coaching some cross country, doing a really good job. Yeah. So we're really glad to have you both. Really glad to have you both here. I want you to tell everybody a little bit about yourself, and it's a little bit different because you coach for me in a sense of you're coaching high school kids, but you're not in my building.
So I actually am a middle school PE teacher, so I get to deal with all the middle school kids every day. And then I get to come up here to the high school and coach high school softball, and I get to help out with baseball in the fall a little bit, or spring, sorry. So, but softball, it's running. We're in full swing, been in full effect for a couple months now, and kind of hit the ground running. Don't even really get to know the girls. And all of a sudden, like, you know them and you're already committed to it and you just get going. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah, it seems like the first week or two, you know, you have maybe 2 games, maybe 3, and then, man, the last month we've played, I think 7 or 8 games one week. We had 5 or 6 last week. We got 5 or 6 this week.
Yeah.
It goes really fast. I know we had a pretty good week last week. You want to tell everybody kind of where we're at in the season and what to expect?
Right now we're 12-8, so that's good. I mean, we have a winning record right now. We have a couple that we probably could have squeezed out a little bit, but we also could have fell on the back end of those, so it's happy to be where we're at right now. Last week in our tournament, we finished up 3-1, so positive side of that. Backside of our schedule gets pretty tough. We got Verdigris again, so if you're not doing anything Thursday night, come to Verdigris. We need all the support we can on that one. So, I mean, we're just in full swing. I mean, it's busy right now. So
yeah, you mentioned, I would say we have a pretty young team. You mentioned there's some games that maybe we could have taken. One thing I appreciate about our team is we don't seem to ever give up.
No, we don't. I will say, like, one thing that I can say we took pride in this year is, like, we fight and we win every pitch from very beginning to the very end. Sometimes we start off a little slow, but we always pick it up at the end. So having that fight at the end is always awesome. I'd rather have the fight at the end than the give up. And right now we're just trying to get just that culture back to what Oologah softball used to be. And that's what we want here. And so we're trying to get that, and right now we're doing a really good job at trying to get that instilled in these girls for the future of the program, which we only have 2 seniors. So that being said, like, we are young. We have a lot of young girls, and the seniors are doing a great job with leadership and kind of keeping the positive attitudes in the dugout, just pushing them in the right direction since they've been here for 4 years, so they kind of know what we need right now. So.
Yeah, you mentioned we went 3-1 in our own tournament.
Yep.
We were joking around off camera. You know, we tied for first in our pool.
Yep.
It was a 3-way tie, and every time I've ever been a part of a 3-way, it's my 8th year. We had a football one. It always goes the bad way for us. So we ended up losing all the tiebreakers, if you will. But ended up going 3-1. I know we play, you know, all kinds this week. You mentioned Thursday. This will air Friday, so we'll have to pump that out.
Yeah.
But Saturday we go to something new, right? We're at a Fairland Festival.
Fairland, yeah, the Fairland Wyandotte Festival. We get to play against Fairland and Pryor, so those will be 2 really tough teams. Fairland is 2A state tournament team. Pryor being 5A, they'll probably be in the state tournament also. So I mean, most of the games we have played, like, we're playing state competition. So I mean, we had a very tough schedule so far. I mean, playing Wagner and the Verdigrises, and even our non-district games are just tough. Claremore, we got to play Claremore twice. We split with them, which is awesome. That's a good feeling because they're kind of our neighbors and we love beating them. So
for sure. Coming up quickly next Thursday, senior night.
Yep.
And then really playoffs will be here before you know it. After that,
for sure.
Looking forward to that. Last year's playoffs was fun. We ended up going to Hilldale, obviously winning that and going to Super Regional. So. Well, Coach, we appreciate you joining us.
Yes, thank you very much. Appreciate
all the best.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more halftime after
this. Dreaming of building your perfect home? At Advanced Homes, we're here to make that dream a reality. Whether you're looking for traditional building or want more control with Cost Plus Building, Brian and his team have you covered. Cost Plus Building puts you in control, so you can better manage the cost of your new home.
Advanced Homes specializes in building on private property and is always available to answer your questions. Founded on a family tradition of excellence in construction, real estate, and land development, Advanced Homes is committed to quality workmanship, value, and Christian values.
At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style, working to design a home that fits you and your family. With over 25 years of experience, Brian has an exceptional ability to take your ideas and turn them into blueprints that bring your dream home to life.
Call Advanced Homes today at 908-855-6597 or visit us on Facebook and at advancedhbi.com.
We don't just build houses. We help you build the home you've always dreamed of.
What does family look like? Family is time spent and memories made with the people you love most. Family is loving someone through their ups and downs. It's the communities you build over a lifetime. Family is comfort. Family is commitment. So what does family look like? To us, it looks a whole lot like you. Armstrong Bank. Strength runs in our family.
I will tell you the care I've received here at Advanced Orthopedics is wonderful, phenomenal. My knee had just deteriorated where it was bone on bone. Same thing for my hips. Going about my day-to-day activities, whether it was at work or with family, that was constantly on my mind. It affected my ability to sleep, ability to walk. I'm very happy with the staff here at Advanced Orthopedics. I'm so happy with the results that I've received.
American Bus Sales is celebrating 20 years of service, and we couldn't have done it without you. Founded in 2004, just outside of Tulsa, Oklahoma, we've grown into one of the most trusted names in the bus sales and rental industry across North America. Whether you need school buses, new and pre-owned shuttles, vans, handicap-accessible vans, or top-of-the-line coach buses, we've got you covered. We offer a wide range of buses and shuttles available for both short-term and long-term leases. Are you planning a one-time trip? Do you need a long-term contract? We have your transportation solution right here. We also specialize in selling renovated and customized buses and shuttles, and we buy quality used buses from across the country. Our extensive parts department supports repairs and restorations to ensure your fleet stays in top shape. For 20 years, American Bus Sales has built our brand on quality and customer care. We're proud to be your full-service fleet provider, committed to safety, reliability, and value. Visit AmericanBusSales.net today and see how we can help you with all your transportation needs.
Exercise has always been part of my life. I've always been an active person. I was diagnosed with spondylolisthesis. I knew that eventually I was going to have surgery, but I kept putting it off. I felt like I was being listened to, and I never felt any pressure. The techs, nurses, PA, surgeon, everybody that would come and visit me did a wonderful job. I just feel like they gave me my life back.
Welcome back to the Mustang Halftime Show. Brent Kellogg along with Kevin Hogue and Blake Sald. What a halftime show it's been. You can see you on Taking the Field now, the Mustang Stallion Battalion. So we're going to let you enjoy their halftime performance.
Our band is under the direction of John Matthews and David Smith and Morgan Amon. Kayla Wood is our guard director. We're about to embark on a chilling voyage with Ghost Ship. Join Captain Fang and his dauntless crew as they navigate the treacherous waters of Shadow Cove, lured by tales of hidden treasures. But the tides turn as they come face to face with the ominous siren song, a ghost ship manned by phantom pirates, cursed to guard their loot for eternity. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Oologah-Talala Battalion Marching Band.
20 years of service, and we couldn't have done it without you. Founded in 2004, just outside of Tulsa, Oklahoma, we've grown into one of the most trusted names in the bus sales and rental industry across North America. Whether you need school buses, new and pre-owned shuttles, vans, handicap-accessible vans, or top-of-the-line coach buses, we've got you covered. We offer a wide range of buses and shuttles available for both short-term and long-term leases. Are you planning a one-time trip? Do you need a long-term contract? We have your transportation solution right here. We also specialize in selling renovated and customized buses and shuttles, and we buy quality used buses from across the country. Our extensive parts department supports repairs and restorations to ensure your fleet stays in top shape. For 20 years, American Bus Sales has built our brand on quality and customer care. We're proud to be your full-service fleet provider, committed to safety, reliability, and value. Visit AmericanBusSales.net today and see how we can help you with all your transportation needs.
Welcome back to the American Bus Halftime Show. Brent Kellogg along with Kevin Hogue, Blake Salt on the sideline. Guys, what a halftime show it was. Man, there was a lot going on there.
That was crazy. It was a lot in 20 minutes. Obviously got to recognize our 2024 state championship soccer team. My daughter's on that team. Got to go down and see the rings. I hadn't even seen them. The rings are amazing. They're beautiful. The kids were super excited.
About any of that?
She was super excited. Like I said, they've known about this and they've been in for a month. I think it was really cool. We kind of kept it a secret, kept anyone from seeing them. So tonight was the first time any of the girls got to see it. That was super awesome. Obviously, Claremore band's great. Our band's amazing. We were talking about it before.
Man, they sounded great.
They look good. They really, in the last week and a half, it's a long process. You got to learn the music. You got to learn the steps. And then it's kind of like football where you have have percussion and you got to get them all together. And I noticed today at Morning Pep just how much more crisp and together they sounded. They sounded really good, and they're really getting ramped up, hopefully, for a great marching band season.
Well, yeah, they've got competition just around the corner to be ready. We host one, the Stallion Battalion Invitational. Literally, we've had bands from other states. We're not far from Kansas. Missouri has come for that, and John's got a full slate of bands. That's a fun day.
It is.
And the weather's great. It can start cool, be warm. But by the time you get to finals, it's a cool lead.
If you ever drive by and you're going, what in the world's going on? It's that.
Yeah.
It'll be wall-to-wall bands, wall-to-wall trailers. They're here all day. Our band, unfortunately, because it's a little wonky, we hire the judges. There's no referee, account you use where you hire them. So typically you don't march in your own competition. We'll march in exhibition when they're kind of tallying the votes. Gives us a good opportunity to kind of practice it. It's almost like a scrimmage, if you will. You're going to get to marks. You're going to get to practice. You get some feedback, and you get to put that in the use usually the next week at Bixby.
RCB Bank, proud supporter of Mustang football. That's my bank. Kevin, we got some stats coming in from the first half. Not the half you wanted, but again, tonight is really about figuring some things out.
Yeah, time of possession, man. If you told me it was essentially even, we had 11-13, they had 12-47. You would think the scoreboard would a little bit closer. They had more penalties than us, but our penalties were timely. They were when it was fourth down or when we forced a fumble, we had penalties. We were 13 rushing attempts for 29 yards, 5 for 14 throwing the ball for 53 yards and 2 big INTs. Jaden Tanner, 9 carries, 25 yards. Landon Roach, 2 carries, 6 yards. Receiving, Aiden Gaines had 2 catches for 16 yards early. Maddox DeVilbiss 1 catch for 9 yards, and Sam Hogue 2 catches for 28 yards. We're just spinning our wheels. If you've ever been stuck out in the country in mud, you're just spinning your wheels. And if you could ever get traction, we got a little bit of that first drive, and we haven't been able to find it since. We need to find something offensively, and we get the ball immediately. So it starts with a good kick return. They've been doing a good job of kind of kick it in this corner over here, and we haven't really got a great return. We need to get a great return. Let's get something going.
Blake Saltz, your thoughts going into the second half?
I think that we kind of got to trust the process. I really think our game plan's working. It's just us shooting ourselves in the foot, like we talked about interceptions and penalties and inopportune situations. We've just got to stick to the process, get back to the game plan, and we can compete with this team.
Kevin, I hold literally like a pound of gold in my hands.
Yeah, it's big. That's a state champion ring. I have 2 state champions in my house now, my wife and my daughter. The men got to pick it up.
All right, Maddox DeVilbiss going to run for his life, get out to about the 11-yard line, trying to make something happen. Not much there. So the Mustangs will take over first down and 10.
Yeah, he tried to go wide, and, man, when they got your flank there, you got to put your foot in the ground and get up the field. I know we haven't been blocking just amazing, but if you put your foot in the ground and get upfield, you're going to get to the 20, 25, maybe sacrifice trying to make the big play. Just make a solid play and get up the field.
We won a soccer and a jazz band championship last year, too. I mean, it's kind of cool. See what's going on.
Yeah, jazz, second time in 3 years.
Yeah.
Man, kudos to those guys.
Just great stuff going on in the high school. Great stuff going on. Don't want to take anything away. Pass over the middle.
Are they going to say inadvertent contact? There was definitely contact there across the middle, trying to get the ball to Aiden Gaines and kind of got hip swept and spun down. Never a chance to catch the ball. But, yeah, Jazz Band won, second time in 3 years.
And I don't mean take anything away from soccer and Coach Bowers and what they accomplished. That's huge.
The only time they didn't win, they were second. So, I mean, they've just been dominating 4A Jazz Band. And I'm going to be honest, I've been in the jazz room, 4th hour. They sound great again.
Hard, yeah.
It's a fun spot to be in.
That's the reason I hesitated. I didn't want to take anything away from soccer. The filter was actually the filter was on today. Sometimes the older I get, the thinner it gets. So 4 receivers in the set for the Mustangs. Quick out pass. I think they're going to say incomplete to the far side.
I don't know. It looked like maybe trying to go to the slot guy, but I thought Maddox had it for a second. Just trying to get some quick passing game going, kind of more long handoffs, if you will.
Mustangs going to trade some personnel. Man, Blake, this is a really big third down.
It is big. It definitely is big. You've got to. We can't go 3 and out to come out of the half.
Yeah, and you're already marked deep because of the return, and then you're going to punt it. You'd be doing well to get it past the 50.
Rolling out for a pass.
Pass intended the right side for number 5. Lucky.
Number 5.
Lustig, incomplete. Mustangs.
Again, I mentioned that feeling, that kind of helpless feeling when your wheels are spinning. And that drive did nothing to get anything going, unfortunately.
Mustangs will punt it away. Their first possession of the first half moved right down the field, only to end in a missed field goal. And that the Mustangs have struggled a little bit.
Good punt there.
He ran for his life to get that out. What a great punt. Kind of to flip the field, if you will, get down to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, that's a tremendous punt by Hogue. And he's faced continuous pressure, whether it was punting. You mentioned the field goal that got blocked. We haven't been super sound in special teams, and that's an area we're usually pretty solid. It's one of those areas we typically win. We talk about the 3 phases of the game, special teams, defense, and offense. We typically win special teams. What's the defense got? Again, they've been pretty single dimension, if you will, just the quarterback run game. I know they've hit a play or two, but it's been just the quarterback run game only.
Mustang defense is pretty stacked up. Going to pitch it to the back.
Number 1.
Gain of 11. They stopped him short. We got fouled, just penalty, excuse me, on this side, just a little extra.
I didn't see. Is that on us?
I don't know. I think that
Wade is
be
pointing
a zebra,
the other way. I think it was one of those examples where a late blocker was coming and kind of cleaning off the pile, Blake.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to call that or they're going to call a hold. I know they had a big hand inside of one of our guys' jerseys there.
Yeah, you see that.
Holding against the offense.
Looked like our safety was flying up and then kind of got spun sideways. I don't know.
So we'll back him up a net 2 yards.
We'll take it. That's the 8th penalty on Claremore.
And they'll replay the down. All Smiles proudly supports Mustang football. Go Mustangs!
So a first down and 12 coming up for the Zebras. Mustangs linebackers are stacked up in there. They're certainly keeping their eye in the backfield. Don't want to let the running game get away from you. Pitch again to number 1 on the far side.
Yeah, that's a deep pitch. They probably have an advantage on the line if you just look at what's happened this season, and they're just deep pitching it to their athlete and letting him kind of pick a lane, if you will, to hit. And pretty good job there by the defense. He was able to pick up 5 or 6, but keep this second and long.
Going to bring up second down and 7 is what the scoreboard says.
Are on sale for $2 at the concession stand. Once again, chicken sandwiches and cheeseburgers.
Handoff just square up the middle. He was in full stride, Kevin, by the time one of the backers got to him, and they gained 6.
Yeah, and that's really the difference of the night. He's able to get up to full speed before having to make a decision, and most of the time when our running backs are getting the ball, unfortunately, they're trying to make people miss. Big third down here for the Mustang defense. Third and a long yard.
Cecil Garrett, the running back for the Zebras, called his name a couple of times tonight.
Yeah, he's a good-looking junior.
Third down and 1. 10-10 left to play in the third quarter. Just patient, waiting for the block.
Good tackle there by Aiden, but unfortunately, like you've talked about in pregame, if your safeties are making tackles, unless it's a blitz, that's going to be a significant gain.
First down and 10 for the Zebras. Mustangs had him in a 1st and 12 situation due to a big holding penalty. Zebras will just progress and move the ball. 2 yards into the positive side of the field, ball spotted down at the Mustang 48-yard line.
Advanced Homes proudly supporting Mustang football.
Mustang's just begging him to throw it.
Counter.
How about that?
Oh, it's picked
off.
And that's what you want to do. You know, obviously we're familiar with him. He's going to throw the ball to the wrong people sometimes. Great job there by Lucky making the play. We've said it like 4 times. We got to find something. Trick play, we got to find a way to put the ball in the blue end zone and strike up the band right here.
Mustang offense has an opportunity. They're not backed up inside the 20. Really, in pretty good field position to start. Ball's at the 41-yard line. And so you've got an opportunity here, but it's important to get those first downs.
Mustang Athletics would like to thank Will Rogers Animal Hospital for their support.
Okay, we're going 3 wide. Got Wade in at tight end. JT in at running back. And roll out.
Pass complete to Wade Peters. Round the left side, going to pick up about 4.
It was a nice catch by Wade. Wade's a guy that's more athletic than people give him credit. He's got good hands, can move his feet, plays multiple sports, good baseball player. Good gain on first down.
And they're using him in a variety of roles. I mean, they'll put him on a line. They'll put him as a receiver. Pass complete.
Had to come back and get a good catch by Tuna. They're going to give us a first down.
Yep, first down and 10.
Rodney Tunison with the catch. Way to come back and make a play for your quarterback.
Ball right at midfield. Going to be spotted down at the plus 49 side of the yard line, if you will. With 8:47 left to play, the Mustangs have picked up their first down. It's been a minute. 3 receivers in the set. Going to hand it off to JT. He's met right at the line. And then maybe push forward for another yard. Gain of 1.
Yeah, you hear a rack, run after contact, right? He probably picked up at least 2 yards after contact. He was hit a yard into the backfield. And a good job by that young man. He always runs hard. He always seems to fall forward.
Second down and 9 for the Mustangs. Three receivers in the set. Vogel going to pitch it to Sam Hogue. Man, keeps his legs turning, picks up an extra yard.
Yeah, good pitch, getting one of your playmakers out on the edge of the field. We've ran that kind of quick pitch, quick option a few times. That's a little different look. Obviously, JT and Sam are a little bit different. Sam's a little quicker. JT's going to run a little harder, a little more behind his pads. I like the different looks there by the offense, and now we got Roach in.
Sets up third down and 2. A big third down coming up for the Mustang offense.
I'm going to guarantee if we don't lose yardage here, this is a 4-down territory.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we don't go. So you got 2 downs here for your offense, and that affects the way you play. You call the play.
Mustangs trail by 23. Got a man in motion.
Man, that's just too slow. With the type of pressure they're getting up the field, it's going to disrupt any type of jet sweep, and we've seen that over and over, and unfortunately Aiden's down on the ground. But, man, I just don't like that wide jet sweep when they're able to get so much pressure up the field.
Yeah, it's a loss of about 4 yards, but you're now in fourth down situation.
Probably still a 4th and go here, but much different than 4th and 2. Hopefully Aiden's all right.
Get up, a little bit of help. It was almost as if his lane wasn't there. It was a little bit of a stutter step. And, yeah, it was just kind of a slow developing play. But they're being creative. They're trying to figure out something that will work against this aggressive Claremore offense, using multiple backs in the backfield. I mean, you just saw a handoff to Sam Hogue.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to make some plays down the field in the passing game to loosen this up.
Keep them honest.
They're playing single man, single high, bringing everybody
in the box.
Got to win one-on-one here. Somebody's got to make a play.
14 seconds on the play clock. Those things have time here.
Oh, they're going to punt.
He's going to back up and pooch punt that. Try to pin him back deep. It's going to take a good Mustang bounce. Hopefully it'll slow enough we can get to it at the 2-yard line. So finally, a little bit of special teams motion goes your way.
Yeah, we saw it not go our way earlier when that got blocked, but that's a great job there. Good coverage down there. Didn't see who got on it. Maybe Braxton Davis, maybe Ryan Tunison. But good job getting down there and giving our defense a chance here to perhaps, you get a bad snap, you get a low snap, you get some pressure on the ball. and get some points here.
And the last possession ended for Claremore in an interception. Not really a passing situation here. They could sneak one in on you, but Claremore has no problem running the ball.
Yeah, they're going a big, tight set here.
Yeah, Maddox will have to bring him down. Gain of 12, first down and 10.
Another good run on first down there. You got them pinned back. They're in a tight situation, and they just out-hat you there and get 12 yards.
Gives their offense a little bit of breathing room.
They're going to go quick. I'm not sure they didn't call the same exact play.
Yeah.
Landon Roach with a big hit there.
Gain of 4. Brings up. Scoreboard says second down and 5 with 6:15 left to play in the third quarter. Claremore will change some substitution. Appreciate Mid-America Feeds, highest quality livestock feed and service right here in your hometown. Their support of Mustang football. Mustangs are off next weekend. It's that bye week. We played week 0, so we get week 4 off. Hand off up the left side.
Yeah, and honestly, the bye week couldn't come at a better time. We got some nursing of injuries to do. Maybe kind of do a lot of teams use that kind of bye week, if you will, to kind of self-scout, go back and watch some film, watch yourself. Are we getting any tendencies? What can we clean up?
You've got some guys that are playing, I'm going to use a term a lot of announcers, gingerly.
For sure.
You've got some guys that are a little bit banged up, so that extra week, maybe they can get healed up. Handoff up the left side. Going to move the pile forward, gain of about 6.
Want to mention Oologah Upper Elementary and Lower Elementary, they have Dot Day on Monday, September 16th. Wear polka dot. And also Friday, September 20th is Picture Day for the Upper Elementary and Lower Elementary.
Micah Chang will come in. We've got a down Mustang on the far side.
Hopefully he's okay. We are super thin on that line.
Yeah.
Going to pull up some results while we have a chance from Rogers County Fair. If you haven't had a chance, I got to go over yesterday. See some of that. Ag continues to have a year. I think we've had a year for about the last 8 years. You can see my text screen is just full. Yesterday was sheep and goats. Dally Treadwell had grand weather. Aiden Broughton had the grand doe and reserve weather. Dally Treadwell was the intermediate showmanship champion. JC Treadwell was the senior showmanship champion. What else do we have? Avery Kinney, reserve breed champ. We had a girl, Mickey. She won grand champion with her lamb, super proud. And Bryce Byers, who's out, one of our linemen, hopefully will be back soon, won the tractor driving championship for the third year in a row. Third year in a row. My own Callie, she won for her agri-science project, won grand champion there. So they've had a lot of good.
She wears some bling.
Yeah, she got a belt buckle, a ring.
It's been a profitable day for the eldest Hogue. Pickup of 3, Cecil Garrett, the running back. Bring up a third down and a short 1.
Today was the pig show. We had the reserve breeding gilt, Anna Wells. Grand champion marker hog was Mason Olson. The reserve grand champion marker hog was Macy Calico. Multiple breed champs, multiple people making the sale. Just a big-time weekend already over there at the Rogers County Fair. We got some more livestock showing tomorrow. We have the steer and heifer show.
Mustang show blitz. Had an opportunity to get him down in the backfield, but he will pick up 2, enough for a first down and 10.
Had a fun day talking today. Softball had a big win at Verdigris. That's always a great place to win. Volleyball had a great win over Oklahoma Union. So a lot of people doing a lot of winning around campus. It's been a fun week.
It is probably a 4 or 5 week stretch. This time would almost rival what we do in the spring.
It does.
In the spring you have tennis, you have golf, you have baseball, you have soccer. All your bands are in full swing, and in this next 4, 5, 6 weeks, it's go time at Oologah High School, and we have some great coaches, great student
Pitch out wide. Good job by Mustang defense to string that out. But, yeah, you're right. Spring's crazy. You mix in speech and debate then.
Yep.
Now you have, one-act play gearing up, just like you have the marching band gearing up. You have playoffs for volleyball coming up. You have playoffs for softball. You got football. Just a lot of things going on. It's fun. If your kid wants to be involved in something, we generally have it, and we have someone of high character and high quality leading that. So I see you looking at some scores.
Yeah. So let's play a game. Guess the score between Catoosa and Verdigris.
Catoosa at Verdigris?
Yep.
I'm going to say 14-all.
Just making sure I got the 17-6 Catoosa. Catoosa's a district opponent for us.
Yeah, we don't play Verdigris. We played them in JV Monday, and JV boys put a whooping on them.
Did they?
They did.
Yeah. Do they play 3A ball?
They do. They play 3A ball. We generally play them because it's a nice close game. They come over, we come over. But yeah, we beat them. I think it was 19-6.
3rd down and 4 coming up for this Mustang defense. Would love to get a stop here.
Got a
going to
bunch
show
formation.
some blitz.
Yeah, they're just going to run it.
Hand off to one. Boy, they're going to mark him down really short, Kevin.
It'll be 4th down.
He's kind of walking towards.
No, they're going to call it. They're going to measure
that.
Oh, no, they're just. We seem to have done away with the measure.
Yeah,
we've had a lot of really close for us too. I'm not. That's no shade. It's just been like, you know what? We're not going to do that. We're just going to give it to them. But yeah, it's close. I don't know. I think they were saying if the nose was touching the 47, he got it, and it would have been real close.
Fresh set of downs for the Zebras with 2 receivers this side of the field as they march left to right on your YouTube channel. Hand off to Big 34. He's a big back, going to pick up about 3.
Yeah, and I'd be shocked if you see them put the ball in the air a whole lot. They're just kind of taking the air out of the stadium, running the ball. They definitely, obviously, statistically have an advantage there.
Tyson Grimmett, senior running back, marked at 5'8", 185.
They're looking at the sidelines to get the final play here. Got 10 seconds. Play clock.
Mustangs back off on the passing. Love to see Claremore pass it, but I think they're having too much efficiency in their run game. Number 34, Tyson Grimmett again. Gets up to the 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, it's just, they're falling forward a lot, and that's a result of them being able to get up a full head of steam, kind of pushing the ball down the field. Hopefully Landon Roach is okay, kind of hobbled off the field. Seems to be okay. Another big 3rd down.
Grove. First down for the Zebras and then some. We'll pick up about 7.
We keep getting them to 3rd down, and we just can't get off the field, Blake. That's been a big down for us tonight. It's been a big down. You've seen penalties on us. Just allowing them. They've made the plays on 3rd down, and that's really been the difference. It's been a pretty competitive game, even though the score says 23-0, Blake.
It has, and we just haven't been able to finish drives both offensively and defensively. Offensively, we drive down the field that first time, and we just can't finish the drive. We get them to 3rd down, and we can't get them off the field.
Zebras are going to attempt to pass on the left side. Pick up of 9.
Yeah, it looked like it caught us off guard a little bit there. They haven't passed much here in the second half. Rightly so, they're up. They've been able to take the ball down the field with the running game, but this will get us to the 4th quarter.
At the end of 3, the Mustangs trail 23-0. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with more. The 4th quarter right after this.
Life doesn't wait for you to slow down. When you're moving fast and something doesn't feel right, Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is here to help you stay in motion. Through our combined expertise in orthopedic surgery, non-surgical medicine, and comprehensive whole patient treatment, our team has your back and every other joint too. Ready to get back out there? Visit AOOK.com and let's move forward together. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Heal, recover, advance.
As we get ready for the fourth quarter, Kevin, when you look at the rosters, it's a 2-to-1 ratio. And I know we've mentioned that a couple of times in the broadcast, but here's a fun little fact. You discovered this little nugget of wisdom, or fact, I guess. It's just a bigger high school.
Yeah, I made mention there's a bigger difference between us and Claremore, student body-wise, than us and the smallest school in the state.
Yeah. So they have been a 6A2 school. Now they're a big 5A. Pitch and catch over the middle.
Yeah, that's just them. They got a big tight end, number 9, Trip Jackson. He's a senior. He plays quarterback for him. He's been playing quite a bit of quarterback. Hadn't played any tonight. He's more of the throwing guy, where number 2 is more of the running guy. They just matched him up on a smaller safety there, or smaller outside backer, and were able to get the ball and get a first down.
Garrett Salt bringing down for the tackle. New set of downs for the Zebras. First down and 10. Ball right at the 20-yard line. Going to dance around. I think they'll bring him down for a loss.
Yeah, good job there. That's one of the first times in the second half that we've been able to get some penetration and made them kind of stutter step. And you've seen that with us. If you can get some penetration and make those guys stop their momentum, man, we get our hands on them, we get them to the ground. Good job there by the defense.
Garrett Salt should get credit for the tackle. Loss of 2 on the play for the Zebras. Second down, 12 coming up. Zebras have 2 receivers to the far side. Brad will scramble. Gets outside. He's dangerous with his legs. Going to pick up about 7.
Yeah, good job there. A couple guys shaking off some blocks. Looks like a hold by the wide receiver. Hogue was able to get off and finish the play there. But again, he's just able to get outside, buy some time. Nothing special, but a 5-yard gain, 3rd and 5.
Big 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Mustang defense.
Tight bunch. You've seen this a few times, trying to cause some confusion up top.
They literally have one guy out of the set. Hand off to the running back. I don't think he got it. Yeah, matter of fact, he may even lose a yard.
Good job by a lot of guys. One of those guys, number 33, Wyatt Mathis, kind of on top of the pile, but a good job by the entire defense. That right side of that defensive line, Wade Peters, making some plays. 4th down here, Blake. Looks like they're going to go for it.
With their running success, I don't think you can blame them. I think they're going to line up and want to run or catch us with our ears pinned back. Maybe we've had a little bit of success getting some penetration, so we'll see what they draw up.
13th play of the drive. It started at the 2-yard line. Big 4th down as they're going to go for it, not put points on the board. And you hear whistles.
Timeout Mustang.
And the Mustangs are going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. Be back with more Mustang football right after this.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Not sure the purpose of the timeout, but you want to make sure you got the right alignment, you got the right scheme. Big 4th down play for this defense. They've stood up tall a couple of times tonight when they've had those opportunities.
Looks like Claremore's lined up 2 wide receivers to both sides, kind of like they were earlier. Same play probably. Run some crossers. Oh, and they got a guy. They got tipped. We got a rally and tackle. We're going to get him.
Yeah, all right, no first down for the Zebras. So they'll turn over on downs. Good job, defense. Man, you needed that.
Garrett Salt, Mathis again. Gang tackling, rallying to the ball. Needed that one. Defense playing with great effort tonight. Doing all they can. doing all they can. We need to find a way to get one of our playmakers the ball and get him in space. Haven't seen a lot of space tonight. Get him in space to be dangerous.
Again, defense, I feel like the last couple of seasons been much improved, kind of become the trademark. And that's a big stop right there because, again, Claremore, 14, 15 plays kind of marched down the field, and you were able to bow up and turn them the other way. So first down and 10 coming up for the Mustangs.
It's like we're missing a guy or we're missing a call. Oh, I think tight end wasn't sure what we were supposed to be doing there.
15 seconds on the play clock as Wade will come in motion. Pitch it out. Sam Hogue on the left side. Going to pick up about 3.
Good job. 4. Just weren't able to sustain the block out wide. Looked like we had some space. I like trying to go to the wide side of the field. Give us an opportunity there.
Gain of 4. Brings up second down and 6. Moving the ball. JT will come into the set. JT meaning Jaden Tanner.
And here is your 50-50 ticket winner. Number 164.
Mustangs with 4 receivers in the set.
4-3. Again, 164.
Yeah, I think one of our guys flinched. I think it was Aiden. I think he just bounced his body enough to catch the eye of the official. There's a flag. That'll back him up with a false start.
That is going to hurt us a little bit.
That hurts.
We've lacked some explosiveness tonight offensively. We've been able to run, 4-yard gain is fine on first down. 4-yard gain, you'll take it all day long. You got a running back that averages 4 yards a gain. You're going to be okay.
So second down and 11 behind the chains. And in a little bit of a dangerous place to throw. A pick 6 would certainly take away from any progress you've made. Oh, how about that? Some trick play. Aiden Gaines around the left side and then cuts back to the right side. Knocked out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Going to pick up about 5.
Recapture some of that penalty yardage.
I gotta tell you, I didn't see that one coming. I thought the play, Blake was kind of blown dead there in the middle, tried to run it up the middle, and Aiden came sneaking around the backside. Came from the left side, swung it around to the right side. Aiden will go in motion. Sets 2 receivers to the wide side of the field. Vogel got Peters. If he can cut it upfield, going to get the first down to the 30, 35. Knocked out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Good job by Wade and good job by the receiver. Looked like Aiden Gaines, we kind of missed the block initially. We've had a few of those opportunities where we perhaps been able to make some explosive plays and we missed that last block. He was able to come back and get that last block and free Peters there for a first down.
Big first down for the Mustangs. Needed some breath in that offense. Mustangs again with 4 receivers in the set. Trying to spark some life into this passing offense. They want to be a 50-50 team.
Like that.
Pass complete on the left side. They're going to give it to.
Good job by Lustig to go down and get that. That was a low pass. I like the quick passing game. We really haven't done a lot of that, particular in the first couple of games. That helps our offense, helps our linemen.
Good awareness from Lustig to get down and scoop that up.
Let's make a big play. Let's see if we can get one-on-one coverage somewhere. They're rolling the safety here over the slot, kind of a bracket over-under coverage, if you will. We're going to have single coverage on the high side.
Going to pitch it out. They've done that a lot tonight. JT going to cut it up, get the first down, and about 4 more. So gain of 12, first down and 10.
Good job. Some good blocking over here by Hogue and by Davis. Allowed us to get a first down and got a little momentum here.
Second first down of the possession with 7:19 left to play in the ball game. The Mustangs would love nothing more than to get the goose egg off the scoreboard.
Yeah, we had a chance early on that first drive, got the field goal blocked, and it's been all zebras since.
Mathematically, you're going to need some magic to happen to get 24 points on the scoreboard, but more than anything, you want to make sure, again, talk a lot tonight about just figuring some things out. Vogel's going to scramble. Ball's going to be tipped. Incomplete pass brings up second down and 10.
Yeah, and that's a really tough. You're rolling to your left, and he's having to backpedal because there's pressure. That's going to be a tough throw for anyone. Got the cramp walk going a little bit. It was humid this week. It was humid tonight down on the field.
Aiden Gifford kind of hobbling off. Brings up a second down for the Mustangs. Ball at the 46-yard line on the Zebra side of the field. Man in motion. Hand off up the middle. Not much there. We're going to lose about 3.
CJ getting up gingerly there. I mean, he's just almost getting hit the moment he gets the snap. Defensive line from Claremore has done their job tonight.
They're a big set of boys. One of the bigger 5A schools in Oklahoma. Oologah is the smallest 4A school in the way that the pairings have gone that will last the next 2 years.
Yeah, we are at the bottom end. Now, I will say there's 4 schools at the top of 3A that compete in 4A because there's some bigger schools that don't compete.
Right. Pass over the right side. Oh! Braxton Davis let that one get through him. Bring up 3rd down and 13. I think this receiver core is going to start to take this personal. They had a great week of practice, but I think they're going to look back, grade themselves on some film, and realize, man, I had some opportunities to make some catches and keep us in this ball game. And over the next 2 weeks, the amount of work that crew is going to put in, I just feel you're going to see a huge improvement by the time they get to Miami. That's a 4th down. Sorry, I said 3rd and 13, 4th down and 13. Good punt. Get down to about the 18-yard line. He is standing at the 15-yard line.
That's interesting.
First down and 10 coming up for the Zebras. Cheerleaders have made their way down in front of the student section. 4th quarter is just kind of a high school family party. I mean, you got the music from the band, you got the dancing from the cheerleaders.
The band marches obviously at the end of half. They give them a little bit of a break. They take their hot tuxedo off, if you will, and they come down and you actually get to play to your crowd. It's nice. It's a fun time down. It's like a block party. You're exactly right.
All right, got some movement. False start on the offense. That'll back them up 5.
False start against the Zebras.
First down at 15 coming up for Claremore with 5:54. Reminder, Mustangs have next week off. Much needed break, a great time to kind of get some things healed. Kind of even in while you have 2 weeks of practice, a lot of times teams will go and just work on some basic fundamentals. They'll just work on tackling, just work on some blocking schemes, and gives you an opportunity to prepare for Miami. Miami's always a big district game. Feels like Oologah and Miami sometimes are fighting for some of those playoff positionings. Gain of a yard brings up 2nd down and 14.
Yeah, that'll be a big-time game. First game in district. We're going to travel to Miami.
Which is always a fun experience. You've never made the road trip go. Miami's a great town, but we play in a college.
Yeah, you played NEO. They flipped it. So back when I used to go to NEO, when my brother-in-law played there, the home side was where the visitor side is now.
Right.
And they flipped it. They've redone the new home side. It's beautiful. There's a big, nice box for us. But it's a fun game, fun atmosphere, nice little stadium, in a good setting for some high school football.
Handoff up the middle.
It'll be a big game. Like you mentioned, there's obviously Wagner's at the top of the district, and there's some other teams. Grove's an unknown. Yep. Cushing's been at the top. But they're one of those teams kind of slotted with us, going to be fighting, 3, 4, 5 in that range. And you got to be the top 4 to make it. It's going to be a big-time tone setter for the rest of district play.
Blank, big 3rd down and 10 coming up for the Mustang defense.
Yeah, it is, and I think it would just do good here to get a stop and maybe see if we can get something going on offense to get points. You never want that goose egg as an offensive coordinator or any of your offensive guys.
Boisington got time, may just keep it. Now he's...
Great coverage there. Going to force him to just run around. These are those backyard plays.
And he's
big
brought
time
down. Big hit from the Mustangs.
A good time there by Schick and Gavin Salt making some plays. And that was really a sack because of the coverage of the secondary. DeVilbiss, Hogue did a good job. You see Garrett Salt cycling back. And maybe we can get a big-time return here by one of our return guys.
Loss of 10 on the play brings up 4th down and 20. Their punter is literally, Kevin, 2 steps away from the back of that end zone. Little Mustang magic. Snap goes too high. You could actually get some points on the board.
Yeah, it puts a lot of pressure on the snapper and the punter. Got to field this cleanly or things can start to go bad.
They're running guys on the field with 3 seconds. I bet they're going to have to take a timeout.
I wouldn't be shocked to see them take a timeout. No,
they got it off.
Yeah, high punt.
Mustangs, ball will actually bump into him and will just fall on top of it.
Called for a fair catch. Couldn't quite get there. Ran into some of their guys. But good job on the ball on the 34-yard line. Good job by the defense. Defense, Coach mentioned it, and the coach, we have played hard. We played hard all year, regardless of the score. Defense has played really hard. We've shut them out in the second half. Got to find a way to go make some plays.
Coach Adler is a student of film, be the way Coach Noble describes him. Really works hard at putting his players, putting his defense in the best place to be successful. You can coach, you can teach, you can help scheme, but it's on the players to do that, and he really wants to set those guys up for success, know what they're looking for. Mustang offense back to work. Vogel over the top, pitch and catch complete to the right side. Maddox to Villabus, 1st down and 10, 1st and goal from the 5.
Yeah, they're going to give him that. It's a nice catch there.
First and goal coming up from the 5.
We got to the line quick. Coach Noble said, hold on.
Hold up. 3:20 left to play as the clock continues to roll away with 4 receivers in this set. Quick pass over to the left side. Intended for Aiden Gaines. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal from the 5.
Yeah, that one just seemed out of sync from the start. No harm, no foul. Let's get on the scoreboard. Get some momentum going into district play.
Clock does stop with the incomplete pass at 3:11. You got 18, 17, 16 seconds on the play clock. Going to change some personnel.
A little bit of confusion maybe on the high side.
Pass just be incomplete.
Not a lot of room there. Narrow side of the field to get something going. Had like a bunch situation. 3rd down. You'd like to roll that way with a right-handed quarterback, but everything has to go perfect. There's just not a lot of room there.
You got Ryan Tunison isolated up on the far side of the field, really on the wide side of the field.
We're going to call timeout.
Yeah, Mustangs are going to take a timeout. We're going to take one as well. Be back with the final 3 minutes of Mustang football.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
And the final 3 minutes of this game still yet to be played. Mustangs had some moments in the first half, some turnovers, some costly penalties. Just kind of kept us behind the chains. Mustangs trail 23-0. Rogers County rivalry as Claremore Zebras have come to town. 4 receivers in the set for the Mustangs. Vogel going to throw it around to the left side to his running back, JT. He will saute into the end zone. Stampede touchdown.
Nice job there. Kind of a trick play, if you will, where you roll right and you kind of throw back left. It goes against everything you teach on offense, Blake. You teach don't throw back across the middle of the field, but if you do it right and you don't show it, it can work just like that.
Yeah, it's definitely against every quarterback rule that's ever been coached into him. But if it's by design like that, it's a great play. That's awesome, I'll be honest, just to see the goose egg take off the board, put 6 up, does good for your offense going into your bye week.
Mustangs have a player down. I'm going to tell you, I was kind of watching the right side of the field. There's still a lot of traffic. Of course, we had a lot of the receivers there, so JT snuck out into some open grass, and he did make a guy miss.
Yeah, made a guy miss. That's one of those, I guarantee if you watch it on film, he kind of fakes a block, if you will, and it's kind of like when you run a screen. You want to pretend like you're blocking and that you get beat, and then you go out and catch the pass. Good job by him to get in the end zone.
Aiden Gifford taking his time getting off the field. We'll see number 32. Tucker Rogers will come in to help with the PAT. Sam Hogue set to kick this one through the uprights with 3:01 left to play. Ball down, kick on the way. It's no good. A little bit pushed it to the left. We've had some snap issues, so I think it was a little bit hurried just to make sure you could beat any incoming defenders. And the Mustangs will get on the board with 6.
Yeah, we definitely have some work to do there. Snap and hold. There's some early pressure right up the middle. Kind of, you never say woulda, coulda, shoulda, but if we go down that first drive and you execute and you get it blocked on the field goal, and if you get that, it could be 23-10. Yep. It's been a competitive game.
Mustang defense definitely has had some moments tonight where they've honestly played very impressive. They've had a couple of stops, needed stops, and got those. Offense here in the fourth quarter shown a little bit of life, able to move the football, open up the passing game, just kind of a dink and dunk down the field, if you will. Probably the commentator term, just some short passes, but to kind of spread Claremore out to keep them from just pinning their ears back and coming at you.
Yeah, I think that's, until we find some answers and get some guys healthy, that's going to be the recipe. The problem with that is if you have any negative plays, you get off track, and then the math don't math, if you will, and you're asked to do things that maybe you can't do. But good job there by the offense.
Hogue will kick it away. Kind of an onside kick. Had an opportunity, but 0 for Claremore. Called his name a lot tonight. He fell on it. It was Andrew Hancock. No return because he was literally just trying to fight for possession of the ball. Spotted down at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and there's no magic on those kind of onsides, if you will. You're just looking for that toe of that ball to hit and bounce up. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Still had an opportunity there when he fumbled it. Was fortunate to get on the ball.
2:57 left to play. Mustangs are off next weekend, then on the road to Miami. Hope you'll join us there in the stadium. If not, make sure you tune in. Sometimes when we travel, it's a fun experience. But Miami's it's a pretty cool place. I'll be honest with you. We're broadcasting out of a junior college press box. And
they have an elevator.
An elevator.
When you're old like me and you got a bad knee, it's nice. It's
an
nice.
Elevator.
We look at Blake sometimes and we're like, Blake, we're going to need you to carry that really heavy black box.
To be fair, though, once we get it up there, I can't set anything up.
Everybody has a role here.
We're matched 50-50 on the team. There's 3 of us. I'm going to use the word seasoned. Yeah, Mustangs will.
Yeah, we really haven't given the team a shout out. You got Asher Streeter on one of the cameras, Nate Osborne on the other camera. They do a great job. They're to the point now where they can kind of set themselves up. They do a tremendous job. It's harder than you think. Even getting the tripod perfectly level is harder than you think. Obviously, you do a lot, Brent, of the lion's share of the 1,200 feet of cables. And Jason's taking on a bigger role, like loading the videos and really kind of mastering the TriCaster. It's a lot. My job's easy. I just get to talk.
You're what we call eye candy, Kevin.
Yeah, not on TV, so what's that say? But it's a fun part. It's a fun thing we get to do. We've really enjoyed it over the past several years.
And off up the middle, Mr. Garrett Salt will bring him down. Gain of 7. Good for a first down and 10.
The athletic department would like to thank grounds, custodial, and maintenance.
I got to tell you, the Mustangs have won the second half. Because we win it at halftime, 23-0, and with the $1:38, and I get that, but kudos to the defense for up until, maybe I shouldn't say anything, I don't want to jinx this, up until this point, your defense has pitched a shutout in the second half.
Yeah, they competed really hard, really only one possession kind of deep down the field. Defense bowed its neck and got out on a 4th down. Doing a good job here. They're kind of to the point in the game where they could just take a knee. Everybody lives to fight another day, so to speak.
Brand Dotson, the ball carrier for Claremore. Wish them the best of luck as they march through 5A.
Yeah, they made a deep run. They were in the semifinals last year.
I think they've got 9 seconds on the play clock. They'll run a play, but brought down right there by Ryan Tunison, I believe.
Yeah, and they don't have to snap it again, so I think you'll see some sportsmanship take over here, and they'll line up and shake hands.
Rogers County rivalry between Claremore and Oologah. In theory, I think there's one more of these games to be played in the future, and then Mustangs potentially look towards other opponents in this district, pre-district schedule, if you will. None of that is official, just kind of some wishing conversation. It's a big ask. It's a big ask to go play a really big 5A school.
Yeah, just look at the handshake line.
Yeah.
You can see, like we talked 2-to-1 numbers, I think you saw. But a testament to our kids. I say this all the time when I talk to other administrators, man. I love our kids. I love how hard they fight. They got heart. They got grit. I think grit, there's been a lot of studies on what makes you successful, whether it's in the Army or an electrician or on the football field, and grit is the word that comes up. In a game where we should have been worn down, as you mentioned, I know it's kind of congratulatory, but we won the second half with a much bigger team, a much deeper team. We have several starters, not playing, not up to speed. So just really proud of the effort of the guys in all blue with the gold helmets. They left it all on the field tonight, and I'm going to go down and congratulate someone on their effort. I know they're not going to want to hear it because it's all about wins and losses, but that was a good effort. They fought from the opening bell. We were in the game. It was competitive. It just didn't go our way.
Blake, head towards Coach Noble. See if you can grab him. Let's focus on that important fact that, man, seriously, you played 2 halves. The final score matters, but the Mustangs really did win the second half. And kudos to the defense for pitching a shutout in the second half tonight. See if you can grab Coach Noble, kind of get his final thoughts on the game. Take it.
Coach, just kind of final thoughts on the game. You guys really won the second half, came out and played a lot different game, kind of showed a true Mustang team of what to expect coming into district play. Did you guys feel like that was true, and what's up to the next season?
Man, the kids fought their tails off the whole entire game. We have to learn to not shoot ourselves in the foot, especially against a good team like that. I mean, they'll make a deep run in 5A. Biggest thing right now is we need to get healthy, make sure we keep fighting, and things will go our way. Just keep fighting, find new ways to get the guys out in space with the ball, and we'll be just fine.
Thanks, Coach. Enjoy your week off. Get everybody healthy.
Appreciate Coach Noble and his time. I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. I hope that the 5A state championship football game is Collinsville and Claremore played somewhere in Tulsa.
Yeah, that'd be fun. We compete a lot with those guys. It was a good, hard-fought game. It wasn't. We mentioned the word chippy. It was played hard, but there weren't a lot of extracurricular penalties. So kudos to both teams keeping their emotions in check. At the end of the day, they are a county. They're in the same county. We'll root for them now that we're done with this game.
Blake, I know we had a couple of penalties, but I really felt like the Mustangs played a cleaner game tonight mentally when it comes to those penalties. Claremore, I think, had 8-9 penalties on the night.
Yeah, and I think the theme of the night can kind of be, 1, don't shoot yourself in the foot, and 2, finish drives, both offensively and defensively. Like we talked about, we go down and put some points on the board. In that first drive, we did a good job of 3 and out on defense. We just don't put any points on the board. And then, we saw the third quarter. They kind of ran the tables the entire third quarter because our defense just couldn't get off the field on third down. So we got to figure out how to just finish those drives offensively and defensively, clean the football up, and I think we're in for an exciting district play.
You're on the sideline watching guys come off, and some guys hobbled off, but then you see them back in the lineup. I know you're not a doctor and never played one on TV. What's your perception of being bangs and bruises on the Mustangs? Did we lose anybody tonight from your perspective?
I don't think we lost anybody. I know we've got a few bumps and bruises, but it honestly couldn't happen at a better time. If you're going to have those things going into a bye week, you've essentially got 2 weeks off that you can kind of rest up. Next week can be a big recovery, ice, rest, stretch, get everything loosened back up, and be ready for district play in Miami.
Okay, guys, let's talk a little bit about you. You went to Veneta, had a really good first outing for first-year head coach Sam Noble. The defense pitched a shutout. You had two really tough opponents, guys that I think both will make deep runs in a class bigger than you in 5A. So let's just kind of sum up your non-district games. Kevin, I'll start with you. Here you are. You're on the brink of district play. You've got some big dogs in Cushing that'll be hard to beat. You've got Wagner. Grove is kind of an unknown. As you finish up this 3-game non-district schedule, getting ready for district play, what are your thoughts?
I think you focus on effort. Effort's been there, right? Effort will travel. The defenses will travel as it gets colder. Got it. We keep getting close. We looked a little closer at times tonight offensively. Weren't able to capitalize and finish drives. I know we're trying. You mentioned experimenting some new things. I think we protected some guys tonight that maybe kind of beat up. So just really look forward to getting healthy and then making the trip to Miami and seeing if the effort and the defense can travel. And I think until we prove otherwise, it's going to be really important for us to be competitive in that first quarter, get off the field on defense, to give our opportunities to our offense to kind of get going and get those wheels going.
Blake, what'd you learn about this team coming out of this 3-game stretch?
I think that when we don't shoot ourselves in the foot with either penalties or kind of mishaps, kind of silly plays, drop snaps, fumbles, things like that, we've got a pretty good football team, and we can really rely on the defense. And if we give our defense a chance and not back them up into their own 30-yard line, I think we can stop a lot of offenses, kind of a bend-don't-break mentality of they may march the ball on us a little bit, but like we saw in that third quarter, when it comes down to it, they can kind of bow their neck and stand up. So I think we've really got to rely on our defense, but our offense just has to help out enough to put our defense in good positions.
I love good offense, but I love a good defensive ball game. I think there's going to come a game, maybe it's Miami, maybe it's Grove, down the stretch where the defense is going to have to get a stop. And I think what those guys learned, particularly in the second half tonight, but what they were able to do at Veneta, that I think the defense is coming together as a unit. They're growing up a little bit, learning themselves, learning Coach Adler, new defensive coordinator for us, and I can't wait for it. I can't wait for that moment where the Mustang defense wins us a close ball game because they get the stop that's needed. I really do think we've got to figure out some offensive stuff, but you've played two really big defenses in Collinsville and Claremore. But I think this Mustang defense really comes out of these 3 games. Honestly, guys, I feel like in pretty good shape.
Yeah, not discouraged at all. Like I said, the effort's been there. Just hasn't been super clean, whether it's a bad penalty here or what have you. I'm encouraged. I look forward to playing teams more like us. You saw that when we played a team more like us in Veneta, how we did. Obviously, we played 2 really good 5A teams. They're going to be ranked. They're going to make deep runs. We all know all the things. Now it's time to focus on us. Let's get healthy. Let's continue to experiment with ways to get our playmakers the ball. And I'm excited to go to Miami in 2 weeks. I wish it was next Friday and not 2 weeks, but I'll take it. Knowing where we are just with our bodies and our injuries, I'll take a 2-week break.
Blake, final thoughts.
I think we just got to capitalize on our opportunities in the upcoming district games. I think we've got to, like we've talked about, bring the effort, bring the energy, and we just got to go play Mustang football and be excited, get everybody healthy and ready to play for districts.
Kevin, final thoughts.
Yeah, I'm just going to echo that. I'm excited moving forward. I think it's all positive from here. Let's get healthy. Let's focus on us for a week or two, focus on what we can control, clean everything up, and let's go be the best version of Mustang football in Miami in 2 weeks.
Johnny Daramo provides us with stats. Nate Osborne, Asher Streeter make the camera magic happen. Jason Streeter punches all the buttons to make us look good. So for our sideline guy, Blake Salt, Kevin Hogue, I'm Brent Kellogg. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you 2 weeks from now as we are on the road in Miami. This has been Mustang Football.
At Raising Cane's, we're huge football fans, but we're also fans of your local fundraisers and fun runs, small victories, and big ideas. And yes, even the neighborhood animal shelter. I was getting to that. Plus over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade to cheer on your home team, you're also supporting your hometown. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.